the game against Crooked Oak last night. Victories for both the Douglas Trojettes and the Douglas Trojans. And we'll see what happens this afternoon. The beautiful thing about basketball is you got to go out and earn it. And it's up for grabs here this afternoon. So we're excited to bring you a part of the Dungy Classic. This is always a special time of year to honor the former Dungy High School and honor this community and kind of look back on years past. We'll talk more about that as the broadcast goes on. We'll give you a little bit of a history lesson. But it's going to be a wonderful afternoon, and we're going to broadcast some really good basketball here.
It feels weird saying afternoon because normally every game that we cover is at nighttime, but we're very happy to be here. We love covering high school basketball in the state of Oklahoma, highlight these young athletes, give the viewership that they deserve. So it's just a great day to be on OKC Sports Radio with my brother, Jay Swick.
Yep, it's streaming live on PPBC TV. We thank everybody for tuning in, and we're going to give you the best broadcast we can possibly give. Now, I want to play some pregame interview audio with Coach Anthony Anderson. He's a part of the support staff for Coach Letitia Woods, but she's on the road supporting her family today.
That's right.
And you're like, what do you mean? What do you mean supporting her family? No, she does that very well financially. She's going to support her daughter, who plays Division I basketball for BYU, and they've got a big game against Baylor. And that was some plans that she'd previously made, and then this game came to be. And so we're here, and she's designated the head coaching duties for this Douglas Trojette basketball team to assistant coach Anthony Anderson today. So he's going to be at the helm, throwing out different schemes, coming up with defensive coverages to limit their opponent's opportunities. So here's my conversation with assistant coach turned head coach for the day, Anthony Anderson. All right, I'm here with Douglas Trojette assistant coach, but today you're the head coach, Coach Anthony Anderson, here for the Dungy Classic, coaching the Douglas Trojettes as you take on Star Spencer. I'm excited about this team today that's going to be playing in this game, and you've kind of taken over for the day because Coach Woods is on the road supporting her daughter playing Division I basketball. So you're going to be making the calls today. How do you feel about the game today?
I feel good about it. I think we're coming in with some of our younger girls, getting them some playing time, just getting them acclimated to what we do as a team. So it's a good growing phase for a lot of our girls today.
We've got a little bit of a different lineup today. Is there somebody that we need to be paying attention to? I want you to put a spotlight on some of the starters today for the Dungy Classic.
Well, we have one starter, Jasiene Brown. She's a senior right now. Like I say, she's getting acclimated. This is her first year with us, so just trying to get her acclimated to how we doing things before we start playoffs. So I would say Jasiene Brown is probably one of the main focuses.
And then Dariana Gates, I'm sure, is going to be a part of that mix.
Yes. Dariana Gates is a young up-and-comer. She has a bright future. If we can keep her on track, man, she's going to be a really good player. As a sophomore right now, she's still growing.
What's the focus early on offensively?
Offensively, it's putting the ball in the hole. Like for this group here, we've been having trouble putting the ball in the hole, just executing. Defensively, they've been doing what they need to be doing. It's just struggling to put the ball in the hole. So just trying to figure out driving lanes, taking the shots that we need to take just to be successful.
A quick turnaround, less than 24 hours. How you feel about that?
It's what it's going to be. Like, we're going to be a state, and we plan to be a state, so it's going to be back-to-back games. We just have to be prepared. So it's a good way to work on it today.
Good luck today, Anthony Anderson. We'll see you later.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's Coach Anthony Anderson, who's part of Coach Woods' support staff as assistant coaches, but today he's head coach. I like his offensive strategy, Dylan. It's put it in the hole. I mean,
simple as it gets.
Get this thing going. We got to score. We got to put points on the board. And so this is going to be an interesting matchup. I know that there's a lot of different Douglas Trojettes that's going to get some opportunities today, and I think we got to put a focus on Star Spencer, too, the Lady Bobcats. Head coach John Ellis, assistant coach Tamara Shaver. Big fans of those people. They really care about this school here at Star Spencer and this program. So they're going to get a lot of different lineups, different rotations of players today for the Lady Bobcats. We're announcing the starting lineup. We'll go over that here in a moment. But Star Spencer is a school that I respect, and they've got some young athletes that love the game of basketball, love athletics, love their school, and know the history of the Duny Classic, and we're going to celebrate that here today. It is Black History Month, Dylan, so that's always a good thing. It goes hand in hand with the Duny Classic. So there's a lot of lessons to learn. Again, we'll be talking about that as the afternoon unfolds, but glad to be back less than 24 hours after broadcasting high school basketball last night on a Friday night. It was a crazy venue. The crowd was
wild last night.
Super involved, and I think we're going to get the same result here today. So a lot of passionate basketball fans here in the building. So we're going to get this thing started here momentarily. Did you catch the starting lineup for the Douglas Trojettes?
Yes, indeed, I did. We'll start it out with number 23, Serenity Taylor. She was our player of the game last night. And then you got Dariana Gates, Kanaya Fletcher, Jasiene Brown, and number 21, Promise Craig. That's your starting lineup for the Douglas Trojettes.
And the Star Spencer Lady Bobcats are recognizing the former Duny High School here in the Star Spencer area. The Duny Tigers, before they, we'll talk about it. But they're representing the former Duny Tiger school here in the Star Spencer area from back in the 70s. And that's a great way to honor it. I love the jerseys. I love the look. And we'll see what happens here as we get this game started. Nia Fletcher's going to get the ball. The Trojettes will start out on offense here first. And, Jasiene Brown, right to work, puts up the shot. Rebounded Star Spencer. They're bringing it up the floor. Number 10, Honesty Carter. Don't underestimate her size. She's very quick, but she's very tough as well. She's going to dish it to her teammate and start their offense, half-court offense, right there on the right side by the wing. So that's at least Candace Brady over there. She dishes to her teammate on the right side, drives on top of Dariana Gates, gets the shot off. They're going to call a foul on Gates.
Yep, they definitely did. A little bit of contact on the shot block attempt. So number 4, Leasia Houston, a freshman, she's going to be at the free throw line to start this basketball game. Opportunity to get the first points on the board for the home team, the Duny Tigers.
Yeah, and if you're Star Spencer / Duny, you've got to be efficient at the free throw line. I say that as she missed the first shot, but she'll have an opportunity.
Call the broadcaster's jinx right there.
That's right, and I'm very lethal with it.
We both are.
Never on purpose. That's the bad part about it.
It's never intentional.
Puts up the shot, misses the second one. What a grab by Dariana Gates. Goes up there and snags it. Dishes to Serenity Taylor. Now to Fletcher for 3. Knocked it down. Makes it look easy, folks. It's not that easy.
Well, that was pretty much a practice shot. There was nobody out there to contest. Easy 3 for Fletcher.
Honesty Carter to the right side. Now she's going to have to dish to her teammate. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall, but offensive board. Putback is no good. And Gates got the rebound but lost control. And what a block by Jasiene Brown. Trojettes get the ball back, knock it out of bounds. Candace Brady was playing good defense. Prevented the bucket underneath the basket, but it will remain Douglas Trojette basketball.
Really cool getting to talk to Jasiene Brown's dad before the game. He came over here, introduced himself, said he'd been listening to it for a while and appreciates us highlighting his daughter. She's got a promising future.
And they throw it to Taylor right there at the top of the key. She goes left to Fletcher again. Can she do it? She'll defer. Right side, Promise Craig. Now they're going to take a breath. Serenity's going to start the offense, gets it to Gates in the corner. She dribbles behind the back, drives baseline, attacks the rim, puts up the shot, no good. Offensive board by Jasiene Brown, puts it up, no good. Serenity Taylor gets the offensive board. Putback is no good, and finally they call a whistle down low.
Yep, the Trojets are crashing the offensive boards. Multiple opportunities, ends up being a foul on Serenity Taylor, one of those star seniors for this Trojets team. Now she's at the stripe.
That was something that was a little bit of an issue in the boys' game, the free throws. Got to improve that. And knocks it down, but Serenity is always calm, cool, collected, man. She's always just laser focused, dialed in, never really lets the moment get too big. Misses the free throw, rebounded Star Spencer. They're off to the races on the far right side. She may go all the way, puts it up, no good.
They're going to call foul on Fletcher. So Leasia Houston is at the free throw line. Her second trip early on in the game. Couldn't knock down the first two. We'll see if she can knock down 3 or 4.
Now, they really like Leasia. She's a really hard worker, and she's just a freshman. So she's got a bright future if she continues to develop and puts that work in. But that's never been an issue with this young lady. Her work ethic is tremendously high and well respected. Puts up the shot, in and out, no good. Jazz Brown with the rebound, and she's a woman possessed, but boy, Star Spencer came through with the steal. Gets it to Candace Brady on the right side. You talk about a woman possessed. She's trying to go to the hole. Loose ball, offensive board, put back no good. Another offensive rebound in a three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Jazz Brown out of nowhere.
Came flying out of nowhere. Great pass by Brown and great finish by Fletcher on the low block.
Unbelievable assist. Fletcher for the finish. Here's Star Spencer on the right side. She gets a great screen, attacks the rim, can't get it to fall. Fighting for the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball, and rightfully so.
Possession arrow in favor of Star Spencer. They'll throw it in from their own baseline. It's going to be Alyssa Vaughn throwing it in, the junior guard.
Looking for a teammate, and look how Crawford was defending the
What a
the
block
passage.
by Jasiene Brown. Got out there to contest in a hurry and blocks it out of bounds.
Well, on the throw-in, the inbound pass, Asia Crawford had her back to the ball. Don't really see that very often.
No, you don't.
All right, Star Spencer needs a bucket right now. They're down 6-0. Right side. Loses her dribble, needs help. Her teammate's there to get it. Leasia Houston on the right side. She needs help now, loses her dribble. Dariana all over her. It's a double team. They're going to call another jump ball. Possession arrow to Douglas.
Got caught up in traffic, didn't know what to do with it. Ends up being a jump ball, so here come the Trojets.
All right, right side. Crawford for 3. No good, but Dariana Gates with the offensive board, but gets it taken away, and Star Spencer's off the races right there. And what a takeaway by Serenity Taylor. Fires to Gates. Breakaway, layup, right hand. It's good. They're up 8-0.
Gates is so fast, just gets down the court in a hurry. What an assist by Serenity Taylor.
Candace Brown overlooking the defense. Realizes the importance of this possession. Just desperate for a bucket. Gets it to her teammate. Puts up the shot. No good. Missed opportunity for Star Spencer. Here's Taylor to Fletcher. Puts up the shot. Gets fouled in the process. Showing good sportsmanship. Candace Brady helping her opponent up off the ground. And Kanaya Fletcher will go to the free throw line. But it looks like Mikaden Griffin will be checking into the game here in a moment. Sophomore Douglas Trojet.
Fletcher gets the first free throw to go. Scores 9-0. Trojets on top.
All right, going to get set here. Fletcher's another player that, you see she's small in stature, but she's big in heart. Man.
Oh, yeah. She's got a lot of fire to her. One of those seniors that was honored last night at halftime.
All right, here's Star Spencer turned around, hands the ball off to her teammate, Houston. Puts up the shot.
Blocked by Serenity Taylor.
Is that Serenity Taylor or is that Dikembe Mutombo's daughter? All right, there's Dariana just willing herself to another bucket. They're up 12-0, and there's going to be a timeout called by the Star Spencer coaching staff.
Great finish through traffic, Dariana Gates. I'll tell you what, the coach mentioned it pregame. She has a very high ceiling, only a sophomore, tons of talent. So the score is 12-0. The Trojets on top. 3:45 left in the first.
That's right. And I'll just go into the Dungy Classic history lesson. You know,
injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Wow.
Published the Black Dispatch, a weekly newspaper that included, his personal editorials on racism and the pursuit of civil rights. And when he passed away in 1965, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall delivered his eulogy and said, Roscoe Dungy gave us an inspiration to get the job done. He didn't wait for anybody else. He could have been the most wealthiest man in the world, but he never wanted anything for himself. He wanted it for his people. And he was a key figure in education here in this community. And another key figure that everyone's very well known is Clara Looper. She taught at Dungy High School and worked with Roscoe Dungy on the NAACP's Youth Council, which organizes several sit-ins in the late 50s and early 60s. So Dungy High School had a tremendous history. And with the segregation of schools ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court in 1954, Dungy survived nearly 20 more years. But by 1972, the school board closed the school as many of their students were bused to other schools, primarily Star Spencer. And so that's kind of how we got to honoring the former Dungy High School here at Star Spencer. It's a part of history. It needs to be recognized. And they've done a lot for the state of Oklahoma and when it comes to civil rights and things like that. So Star Spencer goes out of their way to honor the former Dungy Tigers. And Douglas is involved too, so they always hold the Dungy Classic when Douglas and Star Spencer come together to compete in basketball, and here we are today. So I'm your Professor Jay Swick, and I give you all an F for not knowing that. All right?
Great history lesson for the day. Really cool that Star Spencer pays homage to Dungy every single year, brings light to that backstory.
And it's, to honor Roscoe Dungy, what he did in this community to make it better. All right, that was a foul, so it will remain Star Spencer basketball. They'll inbound it from the baseline. Alyssa Vaughn will do that. Some quick substitutions. All right, we're good. Let's see. Jasiene Brown's in the game. In place for Serenity Taylor. Star Spencer's going to the throw it, loose ball, but completes it until Jasiene Brown knocks it out of bounds.
Yep, Jasiene Brown came over from PC West, won a state championship last year in Class 6A, and now she's a Douglas Trojet, looking to try to do the same thing in Class 4A as a senior.
Now, I think she has always been a big fan of Letitia Woods, and they've had that relationship for a long time. And here's Dariana. Right hand layup. Makes it look easy. That time it was easy.
Yeah, when she's in transition like that and nobody's in front of her, you're not going to catch her from behind. Easy two by Gates.
And rips it away. Has to restart. Candace Brady with the basketball up front. Going to go right off a screen. Loses control, has to dive for it, but throws it off the hands of Promise Craig. It will be Star Spencer basketball. Good play by Brady.
Yeah, I mean, the effort is there every single time we've covered this team. She's putting it out all on the court. Gives her team another chance to try to get some more points.
Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded, Jazz Brown. Oh, and makes the pass, and Promise keeps her promise and gets the bucket.
That's exactly right. Great way, well put.
You see what I did there?
I like what you did there, my friend.
All right, Star Spencer puts up the floater off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Whose ball is it? It's Star Spencer.
The fact that Promise Craig was able to keep control of that pass that was way far out in front of her and keep her feet and finish tells a lot about how athletic she is.
That's right. All right, they're going to dish it right under the bucket, but good defense by Jazz Brown. Now it's stolen back by Star Spencer, and stolen. How many different possession changes did we see in a 3-second span? I think we saw 4.
Ends up being Honesty Carter that finishes with the steal and the layup.
And Houston gets the rebound, starts swinging elbows, says, this is my ball.
This is my house.
And she's losing control, goes out. What a save by Candace Brady, but all that hard work diving for the basketball will come up short. They said she was out of bounds.
Yep. I mean, you got to love the energy that she's playing with here in the Duny Classic. Promise Craig's going to bring it up for the Trojets.
On the right side, she goes left to Anisha Crawford. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Caden Griffin. Gets it back to Crawford, now cross court. Promise Craig loses control. Stolen by Star Spencer. They're off to the races. And it's stolen by Jazz Brown. Gets it to Gates. And now under the basket is Promise Craig for another bucket.
Yeah, they do such a good job at getting their eyes down the court. That time it's Promise Craig finishing with her left hand.
I will say this about Jazz Brown. She almost looks angry out there on the court.
Coach Wood said she's a dog.
Yeah.
She shows that dog mentality when she takes the court every single day.
Like, you don't see her really smile until after the game is won.
Yeah,
then she can relax and start to enjoy life. But she wants to win so much that, I mean, it's not even about winning. It's about not losing.
Right. And here she goes again.
Left hand, back to work.
Yeah, I mean, that's just textbook layup with the left hand, floats in the air.
She hates losing more than she likes winning.
And it shows. That's why her team's up 20-4 after the first quarter of play. And I know you guys hear that. That's the Star Spencer Bobcat Band in the background.
That's right.
They're here for the Duny Classic.
And you're starting to see the gym fill up more and more.
Yeah,
and, it is a special day honoring the former Duny Tigers and Roscoe Duny.
It'll be very full for the boys' game, as you and I both know. It'll be a packed house for that boys' game. They're starting to file in little by little. A lot of history goes into this basketball game every year.
I don't think you can see him, but Coach Anthony Anderson is coaching away. I'm not sure if he has head coaching aspirations, and he may. But he looks pretty comfortable in that position right now.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's been around Coach Woods long enough to pick up where she left off. She's out there supporting her daughter, playing for the BYU Cougars.
And we always put too much focus on the head coach, and that's sports worldwide, right? Like the head coach is the face, gets all the attention, and has a lot of control of the program, obviously. But what really sets winning programs apart is their support staff.
Yeah.
It takes a village to raise these young athletes and to turn them into better athletes and to better people, both men and women. All right, we'll get this thing going. Second quarter action right now. 20-4 is the score. Star Spencer's down 16. Dishes right there on the block. Jasiene Brown says, "Give me that."
Yeah, very
Steals
physical player.
Goes to Craig on the right. Fakes right. Again, loses her dribble, has to give it up to Jazz. Jazz showing great fundamentals, spins, dishes, promise. Craig for a three, swish.
Promise Craig, she's having a great first half of basketball. Really nice pull-up jumper by her.
Then I'm looking down on the Douglas Trojet sideline. That's a jump ball right there. Great hustle play. Got Brianna Jones. She's down there keeping statistics.
Did we ever find out where Jordyn Anderson committed to yesterday?
I talked to her after the game, and she's going to come on with us at some point today and discuss that.
Okay, good to know.
So
look forward to it.
It will probably be during the boys' game because she's busy supporting her teammates right now, and that's the right move.
Nice putback by Dariana Gates, the sophomore with tons of promise.
Yeah, Candace Brady on the right side off a screen. Puts up the shot. Got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Representing Star Spencer. This is about as open of a shot as you're going to get this afternoon.
Yep, got to take advantage of this opportunity at the free throw line. I think they're going to call it non-shooting foul.
Oh, it was on the floor. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that call. I like this crew, but I thought she was in a shooting process. Need to get rid of it. Running out. Right side. In the corner, drives baseline, puts up the shot. Now that is a shooting foul, and Honesty Carter is going to the free throw line there. She'll shoot two. Then you've got Promise Craig and Dariana Gates down low just in case she misses it. And it's not a one-on-one. There's no more one-on-one foul shots in high school basketball in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's something we got to get used to. We called some Langston basketball the other night.
It happened last year.
So we saw one-on-ones at the collegiate level, but now we're covering the high school level.
Right.
It'll be two shots. First one's good, second one's not.
What a snag by Nisha Crawford. It's Griffin on the left side. She gets fouled. That will be a foul on the floor. No, it's an offensive foul by Mikaden Griffin. Okay, got to restart that. And the possession has started. Here's Star Spencer trying to get a bucket. Throws it to the corner. Floater off the glass, no good. Dariana Gates with the rebound. She fires it down court to Craig. She's going to back up. Loses control. Has to give it back to Dariana, who goes left to Griffin. Griffin to Crawford for three deep. And Dariana having to jump in the stands to try and get the rebound. Unsuccessful. I'm just glad she's all right. When you dive in the stands, man, it's not the funnest thing.
No, definitely
not.
not.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, especially when the bench is right there in front of you. But she's all right. She's a tough young lady. It's really fun getting to watch her showcase her talent today at Star Spencer.
All right, there may be some confusion here. Okay, here we go. We're all right. I don't know what happened. Star Spencer bringing it up. Gets to half court. Top of the key. Right there in the middle of the logo. Spins. Now goes right. Getting past her defender, and Serenity Taylor with a block. I think that's block 3 or 4 for Serenity Taylor. And then you've got Candace Brady on the other side for Star Spencer that's given maximum effort and almost got the steal there, but definitely prevented the score from happening.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see double-digit blocks today for Serenity Taylor and also Jasiene Brown. I mean, they are both phenomenal at defending the rim.
Corner, three, Fletcher, no good. Fight for the rebound at Star Spencer. Nope, they're going to call a jump ball here.
Yep, possession arrow in favor of the Lady Bobcats.
Down 24-5. Right there on the block, puts up the shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Star Spencer hits Brady at the top of the key. Now the left side to number 13, Alyssa Vaughn. Vaughn not even thinking about shooting in front of Dariana Gates. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It will remain Star Spencer basketball.
See what kind of inbound play they're going to run. Try to get Candace Brady open. She's got a nice shot if she can get an open look, but it's difficult against the Trojets defense.
Throws it to Brady. Great dribbling skills, but they didn't fall for it. Crawford, one-handed pass to left. Block shot. No! They called a foul on Star Spencer.
Yep, going to be a foul on Honesty Carter.
I thought Honesty got all ball, but he's got a better viewpoint than I do.
Yep, really tough to guard the Trojets in that transition offense. It's going to be Fletcher at the stripe for 2 shots. Got that 24-5 lead.
Knocks it down.
Make it a 20-point lead now, that first free throw.
Fletcher's pretty comfortable at the stripe. She's got a high percentage free throw. God, broadcaster jinx. I got to stop Dylan. Dylan, tell me to shut up sometimes. You know, as soon as I start bragging on the free throw ability.
Yep, every single time. It never fails.
Star Spencer to Houston. Houston's going left. Guarded by Promise Craig. Reach in, almost stolen by Anisha Crawford. They're going to call a reach-in foul on her. 20-point difference right now, 4:53 left in the second quarter here at the Dungy Classic between Star Spencer and Douglas. Douglas will inbound the basketball from the baseline. Oh man. Goodness.
Physical push-off, but no foul call.
Aggression.
Yeah, very much
Here's
so.
Crawford. Gets up and down. What a bounce pass by Promise Craig.
Good finish.
That woke the crowd up a little bit. What a play by her. What
a
great
highlight reel.
Pass and score. It's great transition.
It's beautiful basketball by the Trojets.
Carter trying to get a bucket. She needs to put it up. Now she dishes. Brady in the right side, fakes right, goes left, tries to find her teammate, Kylie Harris down low. And Serenity Taylor, who is just a greedy defensive player.
Yep, and she was fouled.
Lovely person, but when she's on defense, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Very nice young lady. Got to talk to her yesterday.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Nisha Crawford off a screen, goes right. Here's Serenity, 3. Oh, boom.
You cannot leave Serenity Taylor open on that wing. She had a great night last night from three-point land and starts it off again in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked to her after the game. I said, you were out there on fire. So I think she hit 3 threes in a row.
She sure did.
Yeah.
She sure did. She was our player of the game for a reason. Not only great on offense, but a high-level defender as well.
Fletcher on the left side. She goes right. Here's Taylor again. Why not?
Check.
Offensive rebound by Star Spencer. Here comes Candace Brady. Oh, God, Candace Brady.
She's been on the hardwood quite a bit
I'm telling
today.
you, she's playing her butt off. And I like that work ethic. You can see the passion and the will to win is what I like to call.
She's definitely got that in her DNA.
I know Coach John Ellis and assistant coach Shaver really like what she does for this team. I know there's a little bit of a score deficit here, and you see that sometimes in high school basketball. I mean, when the good teams are that good, tough to stop. But that's not going to – hey, there's a bucket for Star Spencer. Honesty Carter, the freshman.
The thing is about Star Spencer is they're very young. 3 of their 5 starters are all freshmen.
They're going to call Griffin for a travel. She just needs to get in rhythm, and that's all there is to it, and she'll be all right.
That is correct. So Star Spencer is going to get it with 2:42 left before halftime. It's going to be Honesty Carter bringing the ball up.
She goes left side. Got the bucket on last possession. Trying to get through Nia Fletcher. Loose ball goes out of bounds. It will be Douglas Trojet basketball. I thought Fletcher touched it last, but that's why I'm a broadcaster, not a referee. Long two, no good, rebounded. Kylie Harris. Star Spencer gets the ball. They're getting some stops here. They just got to get this ball in the hoop. What a rebound by Harris. Ball good. Did that just touch the top of the backboard? Or?
No, it actually went over the backboard. She just rushed the shot. It may have been deflected, but here come the Trojettes.
Griffin with the shot. Rebound again, Harris, who's just been a tear on the boards here. And Carter missed the shot. Rebounded Promise Craig on the right side. Euro step, left hand, can't get it to fall, but Dariana Gates is there to clean up everybody's mess and get the 2 points.
No doubt about that.
You can make it look good or try to get a highlight, but Ariana's just like, give me this 2 points.
Let me get that rebound and a quick putback. She can jump really high, and she shows it when she goes down there for rebounds.
All right, Brady on the left side. Serenity Taylor's going to snag it out of the air, but somehow Star Spencer gets it back. Carter at the baseline. Dishes to her teammate, Leisha Houston. Loose ball, jump ball, possession arrow, Douglas Trojettes.
Yep, Promise Craig got her hands in there, got those cookies, and now her team, the Trojettes, get the basketball right back. Here's Fletcher.
Bringing it up the floor on the left side. Ooh, almost got stolen. Almost got a backcourt. Here's Griffin, drives baseline. Loses control. They're going to call a walk. She slipped. Pivot foot moved.
Got caught
I'm glad
up.
she was wearing the knee pads because she came down really hard, sliding down there near the baseline.
Guess she's prepared for moments like that. She's the only player on the court with knee pads on, but they definitely helped out on that baseline drive. Just caught in a little bit of traffic. Turnover.
32-7 here with 1:03 left till halftime. Looking to get a special guest here at halftime to talk some basketball of some kind. Boys and girls here at Douglas High School found a lot of success and really become fond of winning.
Yeah. Yep. Both teams, girls and boys, they are well known now for winning basketball on the east side of Oklahoma City. When you hear the name, the Douglas Trojans or Trojettes, you know you're in for a long night.
That's exactly right. And here we'll go see if Liegi can knock this down. Yes, she can. 50 seconds left, 32-8. Serenity Taylor almost got stolen. Liege's playing some tough defense right now. Goes right to Fletcher, fakes the pass. Back to Taylor. Taylor moving, steps up, gives it to Griffin. Griffin to Fletcher. Fletcher on the right side, 30 seconds left. Stolen by Candace Brady. 2-on-2. And out of nowhere, the ball gets knocked out into the hands of Serenity Taylor. Now Fletcher has it. Makes that last pass to Craig, defers to Griffin. Taylor for three at the top. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What great ball movement to find Serenity Taylor at the top of the key for the three-point bucket.
Bing, bang, boom. Stolen by Serenity Taylor.
What you got?
Ran out of clock. But that's all right. That's your score here at halftime at the Dungey Classic, live from Star Spencer High School, 35-8. And it was a, pretty dominating first half. I know Coach Wood's got to be proud for the coaching job that Anthony Anderson has had today with this young group of Douglas Trojet basketball players.
Well, if Coach Woods isn't currently watching her daughter, I would imagine she may be watching the live stream on PPBC
Oh, I'm sure
TV.
she is. I'm sure she is. Absolutely. And her daughter, Justice, going to watch her sister play Division I basketball, and we know that Justice has that same future ahead of her. Eventually, she's going to be playing Division I basketball.
Definitely the dream for Justice Woods.
But she's got a lot of basketball to play at the high school level.
Exactly.
So, going to be playing quite a while. So, all right, we're going to take a little bit of a timeout here, Langston. And I'm going to go run over and see if I can talk to Landry Ballard, who's been a key member of the boys team for so long and got injured this year and just really took it. And we may see if we can get Jordyn up here too. So we'll be back after this short break, play some commercials, and come back and get this second half underway. Live on PPBC TV, it's the Duny Classic here live from Star Spencer High School. Thanks.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Guys, check out these awesome and stylish suits. Unbelievable quality at these prices. We've got a wide range of styles, from classic and timeless to colorful and trendy designs. Whether you need a suit for a special occasion or just want to look sharp, we've got you covered. We are GQ Fashion's fine menswear. Visit us in Oklahoma City at Northwest 23rd and I-44. Come find the perfect suit for your next event, all at an unbeatable price.
All right, we're live here from the Duny Classic, live from Star Spencer High School, here between Douglas and Star Spencer. This is, I think you can call it a rivalry game. It's been pretty dominating for the Trojets here this afternoon, but it's all for a good cause. To look back on the achievements of Roscoe Duny back in the day and what he's done for this community and what he's done for, the world. And when it comes to civil rights and different things like that, and equal rights for everybody. But we're honoring him in the right way. Obviously, had the Duny High School named after him that went for a very long time up until the 70s. But this is why we honor the former Duny High School that eventually became Star Spencer. So I say all that to say I'm Jay Swick. We're here at halftime of the girls' game, and we've got to bring one of the top Douglas Trojet basketball players who's inactive today, and that's Jordyn Anderson. Jordyn, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Long time no see. We talked to you last night at the Crooked Oak game. You had a convincing victory last night, but they gave you the day off today. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wanted to play because this would be our last in-season game, but
Right.
we didn't want to take no.
Now, we wanted to get you on late last night, but, boy, things got crazy in the boys' game. It was, a tight race there. Obviously, the Trojans got the victory, but we wanted to get your just opinion on your future. I know that you were holding that information tight for a very long time. Everybody's wondering where you're going to further your collegiate career. In what sport? Is it track? Is it basketball? Is it both? Where are you going? So that's been the information that everybody's been wondering about. And so we're going directly to the source. We're going right to you. So if you feel comfortable, tell us your future. Where are you going to take your talents at the next level?
So I made my decision. I want to go to school for basketball, so I'll be going to OBU on a full ride scholarship for basketball.
Oh, my goodness. OBU, Oklahoma Baptist.
Yes.
Out there at Shawnee. That is so amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And obviously when you get your school paid for, that's awesome. And you get to stay close to home. That's awesome. Family, friends, fans, everybody gets to, come watch you play. And another 4 years at OBU. What was it about Oklahoma Baptist that stood out to you, and what made that an attractive university?
I would say just the connections with the coaches. I've known them for it's been a while. So just they always keep in touch with me, and it just felt like it was just a comfortable connection. I felt like it was just really there. Especially, I know some of the players too, and they were very welcoming too. So it was just a very comfortable type of feeling when I've been there.
Well, and you want to go to a place where you wanted and you feel that way. Yeah. Is there a position change? Are you planning on playing point guard, two guard? What's the idea behind that position wise?
I think it'll be pretty much point guard. Look, just to use my skills here as a faster guard and bring that to that environment.
Now, you said you know a lot of the players on the team. Do you hoop often with college players? Do you get that opportunity?
No.
Other than the ones that are already on your team, because you've got several future collegiate basketball players as teammates, so you're hooping with them every day. But I'm talking about already in college players.
I had an opportunity before. It was about 2 years ago. When my coach's daughter, which is in college, she brought some of her teammates from AAU past years, but they are all in college, so just going up and down against them. But I haven't had any recent going against college players.
So the question I should be asking: do you feel like your game's going to translate to the next level?
Yeah, I think I've got it.
Yeah, you feel confident. That's not even a thought that you thought, Jordyn.
Yeah.
I know you too well. All right. Well, so far so good. Your teammates playing good here at half. What was your reaction to the first half? We know the score's 35-8, so you got to feel good about it.
I'm proud of them. They came out. They're doing what they're supposed to. They are locked in. I think they can lock in a little bit more on the defensive end, not allowing some simple mistakes that we've been working on, but I think they're pretty locked in.
Jazz Brown, let me ask you this. She plays mad. That's just from our perspective. She doesn't start smiling and look a little bit relaxed until the victory is earned. Is that the case?
Yeah, whenever it's time to go, she's locked in. One thing I can say about her, she's always going to give 100% effort, always 100% effort. She's going to give you the rebound. She's going to give you all the little things that you want.
And Serenity Taylor with the bucket there. She doesn't blink at all when it comes to three. She's hit 2 today, I think, and she hit 3 in a row last night. Is she the best three-point shooter, or is it you?
Nah, I ain't the best three-point shooter. She's pretty good. She's been working on it. I'm more of a get downhill, so I'll give her that one.
Who inspires you as a basketball player? Just who do you kind of try to mimic? Your game is kind of inspired by somebody else, a similar stature. Who do you compare yourself to?
I would say my dad has been having me watch Trae Young because he's like a facilitator and he finds his teammates really well. So I would say kind of along the lines of that.
And you're not afraid to pull up from Trae Young range, Steph Curry range sometimes? No, you're
sometimes.
So but your game is attacking the rim and taking high percentage shots. That's how you were brought up, and that's your MO. All right. Well, that's good. Kenia Fletcher's just kind of been really impressive. She's not the biggest player out there on the court, but, boy, she's feisty.
She's going to get in there. She's going to rebound against the biggest.
And Dariana Gates seems to have a lot of promise. She's just a sophomore, but she's tall, long arms, and tough to shoot around. If she's near you, it's tough to get an open shot.
Yeah.
What do you think of Anisha Crawford?
I think she has a lot of fire in her. She's going to give you everything, the attitude, everything. She's going to give you everything that you need. Rebounds, hustle on defense. She'll hustle on defense if her life depends on it, I really would say.
Now, she can shoot the three pretty consistently.
Yes.
Right? And I look down on the sideline there with your teammates. Brianna, is she scorekeeping today? Is she keeping stats? Coach got you working today.
Yeah, she's a stat keeper today.
All right. There's a loose ball. Star Spencer gets it knocked away by Fletcher. See, that's what I'm talking about, left-hand layup. And then Crawford gets the rebound and the putback, and it's good. 43-8. Yeah, a lot of different players with different skill sets for your Douglas Trojet basketball team, and I think that's what makes you guys such a great team is everyone has a little bit of a role. They have different things that you guys do good, and some players do better, but it comes together and just works as one unit. Is that something you really strive to do as a team in practice and as far as preparation goes?
Yeah, we all know our individual roles. We all practice our individual roles. So just like the key thing is being able to put it together and all work together to be successful.
We have fired Dylan Tribble. We've now hired Jordyn Anderson on the spot as the color analyst for the girls' game. And so Dylan is going to try and file a complaint with management, but he doesn't realize that I'm the manager. So I'm going to take his complaint. I'm going to throw it in the trash, but that's okay. But Jazz Brown has really fit in very well this season with you. And it looks like you've played together forever, but that was an easy adaptation for the team, for you?
Yes. She comes in, she hustles. I would just say just her hustle and her effort just sticks her right in with us.
Yeah. And that was, a good thing because she does have some size too. And, I look back on the Douglas Trojet team last year that got all the way to the semis. You guys were guard heavy.
Yes. And
really depended on that, and it took you far.
Yeah.
But to add a little bit of size and then have some, the maturation of Dariana Gates, she looks like she's grown into her butt. She looks stronger, more confident out there. She's been a different player this year than last year, but then you throw Jazz Brown in there, Justice Woods. I mean, what's your opinion on Justice Woods? She's inactive like you today. But as a freshman, you look at her and you're like, that's a freshman basketball player? She looks like a senior. How's that match up in practice? What's that like? Do you guys go against each other a lot in practice?
Yeah, we mix it up sometimes. It's a struggle guarding her. You never know what she's going to do. She might shoot the three, drive on you, pump fake, do everything. She's a phenomenal player to me. She has the best confidence.
Got a lot of weapons in the bag. Here's Jazz Brown, Euro step. Offensive board. Crawford gets it. Can't get the shooter's roll. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Star Spencer basketball. But, you know, it's interesting watching you grow as a basketball player as well. You've got a bunch of weapons in the bag. What do you – Euro step is a play that you use often. And is that something that you've had to work on a lot to get as effective as you are with it?
Yeah, I would say I'm in the gym a lot. I work on that, but I've also been doing it since I was a kid.
Right.
I would say I've been playing for a while now.
Probably watched a lot of James Harden highlight videos.
Yeah, I watched a lot of highlights growing up.
Now, when it comes to women's basketball, boy, you know, the WNBA, the popularity has increased. Women's college basketball is just blown up, and for a lot of different reasons. I think people just finally really respect the athletes that's out there. Who are some popular women's basketball player that you really enjoy watching?
I'd say Caitlin Clark just coming up. She's somebody you don't see on the regular, just pulling it from Steph Curry range, literally.
Yeah.
So I love watching her. She's humble, and she just plays her own game.
Yeah, I really like Angel Reese. She talks the talk, but she backs it up, and that to me is admirable. Who's the biggest trash talker on the Douglas Trojans?
I gotta think.
And if you can't name anybody, I think it might be you, Jordyn. Do you ever trash talk out there?
Just a little, not too much.
Especially when you get into a physical game and you finally match up against somebody that's, you know, going to try and set the tempo. Your team is used to being the controller and saying, hey, you're going to play our way, and if you can't, sorry, we're going to beat you by 40. But then you come into a situation where you'll play a team that, you know, matches your tempo, matches your physicality. I don't know. What's the chatter like out there on the court? Did anybody talk to you all wrong and you've answered back? Or?
Yeah, I would say in moments like that in the physical games, there is a lot of talk and it gets competitive. And that's why I say one thing I love about physical games and competitive games is there is a lot of trash talking, but people going back, they trash talk up. So. How
many technical fouls have you gotten as a player in your career?
Like 3.
Oh, 3?
4.
Oh, 3 or 4. What for? What was it?
They weren't ever. Well, one I remember when I was a kid. It wasn't my fault, and it would just during scrappy parts. It would just some words would be said, but that was most of them.
All right. Well, we don't have physical evidence, so we're not going to, punish you for that, Jordyn. So don't you worry about it. But that just makes me laugh because you're such a, calm, collected, mild-mannered young lady. But I've seen you play many, many times, and you become very assertive. And I would call you, just like I called Serenity Taylor earlier, a greedy defensive player. Mm-hmm. In life, you look out for your friends and your family, and you'll give them the shirt off your back. But you're not like that when you play defense, and I think that's just the way you've been brought up. Mm-hmm. Is when you are on defense, it's gimme, 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 gimme that. I'm going to take that. This is mine. Am I off base? Am I spot on?
Nope, you're spot on.
Okay. All right, very good. Well, I'm looking forward to watching you play some OBU basketball collegiately. I'm so proud of you. I think that's awesome. And that's something that you've earned and get your college paid for, and that's extremely beneficial in this day and age financially. That's such a huge, huge accomplishment. And but you've still got a lot of work to do with the rest of this season, and especially once we get into those districts and area and regional and ultimately the state tournament. Do you think about the state tournament a lot? Because, your Trojets went, you and your team went pretty far last year and then fell to the state champion Bethany. How often do you think about that?
I would say I don't think about it that much.
Is that a
anymore.
motivation thing or what? I'm just trying to understand your thought process.
It is, but I try to leave that in the past. I just try to grow my team. We play our games day by day. I just think we got it. I don't try to worry about the past. I just know that.
I think that's right. I think you control what you can control.
Yeah.
You can't change what happened. So it's just like basketball. You have a bad possession, you miss a shot, you get your shot blocked or stolen. You can't change it. It's about, hey, what am I going to do this next possession? And that's the way you think about that. I like that. I think that's smart. All right, well, that's Jordyn Anderson. She's one of the team captains here on this Douglas Trojet basketball team. She's inactive today. They gave her the day off. Here's Griffin. Oh, I thought she got fouled, but gets her own rebound. But the problem is clock ran out, so that's the end of the third quarter. All right. If we can get Nakaya Burge to come out, I'm gonna fire you, Jordyn Anderson.
Okay.
You've been fired as the color analyst for the fourth quarter. You did a great job in the third quarter, though.
Thank you.
And we're going to give the headset to another really good Douglas Trojet basketball player, Nakaya Burge. Congratulations again, Jordyn. We're excited about the future. Jordyn Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Nakaya Burge here. Pretty happy with this performance. You're off today. They gave you the day off. But sitting here 47-11.
Yes.
Got to feel good about your teammates today.
Yes, I do. I'm very proud of my teammates. I mean, they stepped up to the challenge, and, I mean, you can see they're showing out.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you some of the same questions I asked Jordyn. And I don't know if Jordyn's going to be a politician at some point in her career, but she gave us some really good answers. But we really I wanted to press her. I wanted to get the real info, so I'm going to have to come to you.
Okay.
Jazz Brown, is she mad right now? You're up 36 points. But when she's out on the court, she looks angry, like she's a woman possessed. And I know her dad is a big fan of our broadcast. And so shout out to Jerron, but Jazz Brown just seems so intense out there on the court. Is that like that? Is she like that?
Yes, she's very aggressive. I mean, there's never a time where she's not pushing and giving all she has. So she's really a really aggressive player, but she's really sweet, not mad. She just
does she smile ever?
Yes, she's always smiling and, I mean, always aggressive. So that's just her.
And I think the phrase we're using a lot today is greedy defense.
Yeah.
And Jordyn Anderson is just the sweetest person off the court, Serenity Taylor, and you're saying the same thing about Jazz Brown.
Mm-hmm.
But when you young athletes of Douglas get on defense, you become mean and greedy, and it's like, gimme, I want, and you go out there and steal the ball, you're blocking shots, all of that. Is that just the way you were taught to play the game?
Yeah, you got to stay hungry. You can't get complacent and just content with what we're doing. So you got to stay hungry. You got to keep going for it.
Dariana Gates, I've been impressed with her ability to just kind of be that force in the post area today specifically. I know she's only a sophomore. What should the world know about Dariana Gates?
We call her D. She's a really, really good player. But
Crawford for three.
She's
Knock
really
that
goofy.
down.
And she's a good player, but, I mean, sometimes she can get away from that. So D needs to know herself that she's a good player, and she's going to be a really good player.
She gets the steal there. It's going to fire it to Griffin. Let's get Griffin. Oh, Griffin got fouled.
Just
Candace Brady, okay.
Keep watching her because she's going to be a really, really good player.
You know, I was talking to Jordyn Anderson about three-point shooting. She says, I'm not a three-point. I'm a up and down, attack the rim type player. Who's the best three-point shooter on the team?
I got to give it to Justice Woods.
Okay.
She's our
Griffin
shooter.
with the free throw with 32. Justice Woods, you would say.
Yeah, she's our shooter.
How many threes do you attempt a year in this offense?
I mean, we put up shots, so I can't give you a number, but it's a lot.
52-13, 5:43 left. Star Spencer with the basketball, bringing it up the court. Another question I asked Jordyn, I'm going to ask you. How many technical fouls have you got in your career?
I haven't gotten a tech before.
You haven't gotten a tech before? You're lying on the broadcast, Nakaya.
No, I mean, all that's not really that serious to me. We come back at it by winning the game.
Yeah.
Scoreboard. We don't need all that unnecessary aggression to get a technical foul. But Jordyn, she did recently get a technical foul for me. So, I mean, that's my sister, so she had my back. But me, yeah, I don't really do that. We get back with the score.
Who's the biggest trash talker on the Douglas Trojan basketball team?
Anijah Crawford, number 10.
That was a quick answer.
Yeah, she will talk, and not care, not have a care in the world.
Now, she hit that three just a possession or two ago. I've been impressed with her outside shooting. I feel like that's been an improvement this year compared to last. Would you agree?
Yeah, she can shoot too. I mean, she's a lefty. She can shoot and knock down the three as well.
I think Promise Craig with the rebound. I was going to brag on her. I just feel like she's improved this year from last year. Here's Crawford again, in and out. Star Spencer with the board. Now they're on offense, but yeah, I mean, I just feel like Promise Craig looks more confident, more comfortable.
Yes, I was going to say she has grown a lot. And, I mean, not even just what you see right now.
There she is. Right-handed bucket. Promise Craig, ladies and gentlemen.
Promise is a great teammate. She's always talking, always lifting up teammates, always there. If you don't see Promise, you can hear her.
Tight-knit group, you Douglas Trojets. Here's Dariana with a breakaway, and she gets fouled right there at the baseline. She'll go to the line for two. I think that was Honesty Carter with the steal. Do you know any of these Star Spencer Lady Bobcats?
I can't say that I do. I'm not familiar with any of them.
And then we got Promise Craig talking with Coach Anderson. What do you think of Coach Anderson's job today as head coach in place of Coach Woods?
I mean, Coach Anderson, he's a funny coach. He's always cracking jokes, but he gets serious when we need to. So I think he's a great coach to take this place of head coaching tonight. I mean, all of our coaches are really good coaches. I don't have anything bad to say about them. We love them.
Gates knocks down the free throws there. Serenity Taylor, she's another three-point shooter that, I mean, all it takes for her, and there's another bucket. Well, that's a missed layup. But Serenity Taylor, well, here's a turn. Here's Griffin for three. No, I thought that was going on. It looked good from our vantage point. Here's Griffin again. And here is Promise Craig, no good. Fletcher with the board. She'll try a three, no good. Another board. This time to Griffin, and it's backcourt. So Star Spencer will get the ball back. They survived that possession. But going back to what I was trying to say is when Serenity Taylor hits a three and makes it, swish, it's like, okay, I know what this feels like. I'm going to do this again and again and again. So I just feel like Serenity, once she just makes one shot, she's in the zone.
Yeah.
You feel the same way?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, shooters are going to shoot. So, especially when you have been hitting it, you're on fire. I mean, who's going to stop shooting? We're going to keep shooting if we know we're going to keep making it, keep shooting it.
Yeah, we're talking with Kaya Burge here, junior forward for the Douglas Trojets, and Jordyn Anderson announced she's going to play collegiate basketball for Oklahoma Baptist out there in Shawnee. How happy for you how happy are you for her?
I'm extremely happy. I mean, Jordyn is a really hard-working player. she's blessed. I mean, anyone that is able to have the opportunity is blessed, and I'm really glad that she was able to find where she wanted to go and be able to commit. I mean, it's a blessing. I'm very excited for her.
Oh, I wanted Griffin to knock that down. She got a little ahead of herself. There's 36 seconds left in the game. Nakia Burge, you've done a phenomenal job as my color analyst on the broadcast here on PPBC TV. But we're going to have to let you go.
Okay.
We're going to have to fire you on the spot.
Thank you for
but
having me.
you've got a lot of opportunities ahead of you, so we're looking forward to that. I guess we're going to hire Dylan Tribble again. He's already put in a complaint to management, but that's okay. Nakia Burge, thank you very much. Congratulations on the victory last night. We will catch up with you the next Douglas Trojan basketball game.
Well, thank you.
We'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Nakia Burge, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. All right, we're going to rehire on the spot Dylan Tribble as our lead analyst for the broadcast. Dylan, welcome back to PPBC TV.
Yes,
You've
sir.
got experience working here, but your benefits have been cut in half since you're a new employee now.
Hey, man, it happens from time to time.
That's true.
Got to earn your stripes.
Let's go directly into pregame for the boys' games. We got the Douglas Trojans and the Star Spencer Bobcats coming up. And Coach Woods is watching, and she's commenting on our live stream. Shout out to Coach Woods. Says, thanks for broadcasting this game as always. You guys are my favorite. We're the favorites. She should have said, you guys. She should have just directly acknowledged me.
That's fine, man. If you want all the credit, have at it.
Because it's me, and I fired you at halftime, hired Jordyn Anderson to be lead analyst for the third quarter. Then we fired Jordyn, and we hired Nakia Burge for the fourth quarter, and then we fired Nakia. She's got other opportunities anyway.
Understood.
And so we didn't have any more applicants, so we had to come back to you.
Right,
But
man.
I want to go right into my conversation with Steven Alexander. All right, I'm talking to my producer. Steven Alexander is our next interview. And I caught up with him last night. I said, we're going to use this audio for the pregame here today because it was a late night at Douglas High School. And they got the victory over Crooked Oak. Close game, Dylan.
Very close game. I mean, we knew it was going to be good because it's number 2 in 3A, which is Crooked Oak, versus number 2 in 4A. But I don't think we anticipated that it was going to be a 2-point game.
Right, and, just talking with Coach Steve off the record, I mean, I went up to him and I said, hey, man, you shouldn't apologize for winning a game. In your best performance, but anytime you win a game, if it's by 1 point,
don't matter.
If it's by 50 points, who cares? It means the same thing.
That's exactly right.
No, you shouldn't be sorry for anything. Now, there's things that you can learn. There's takeaways that you can have. And so we definitely talked about it. But here's my conversation with Coach Steven Alexander, head coach of the men's basketball team at Douglas High School. And I always like to say this, back-to-back state champions in Class 4A. And they're going to try and earn their third this year. And they're very capable of doing that. But anyways, that's beside the point. Here's my conversation with Coach Steven Alexander about the game here today and a recap of the game last night. I'm here with head coach of the Douglas Trojans, Steven Alexander. A battle tonight against Crooked Oak, and we can talk about the game and what occurred. But first of all, it's Friday night here in Oklahoma City. That gym was lit, and the crowd was so invested. I love passionate venues, and that was the pure definition of basketball love. Supporting Crooked Oak, supporting Douglas. That environment is what makes the game we love so special.
Yeah, it was good to see a good turnout for our crowd. Like I was telling you earlier in the day, was that we haven't been able to have our home games. So a lot of our home games have been canceled. Crooked Oak brought their fans with them. We're not too far apart. So it was good. I mean, it was a good rival. It had a playoff feeling. I know Crooked Oak would not quit, and I told my team that at halftime. They're a very scrappy team. Team plays with a lot of heart. They got some kids on there that have been around for a while playing. If you want to talk about AAU ball and all of those things, they have some kids that are very resilient, that play hard. And for us, it's a good test. I feel like we can play better. But at the end of the day, it's a good test in order for us to get ready for the playoffs.
Now, you're so in the moment when you're over there coaching, and we're watching you from afar. There's always eyes, but it felt like from my broadcast perspective up there in the bird's nest that, boy, Crooked Oak, their fans were getting at you. Do you hear that? Is that something you experience? But you're out there coaching. I mean, we can't tell, but, I mean, I'm just asking.
Honestly, I try to stay locked into the game, and I'm human, and so, of course, I hear things. But at the end of the day, I have a job to do. You know, I tell my team that I will never take a possession off. I'll never take a second off in the game. I want to be the more energetic coach. You know, I want to make sure that I'm coaching my team harder than the next guy is. And sometimes fans don't like that. But that's okay. You know, at the end of the day, if they're more entertained by me and not cheering for their team, then that's fine with me too. So.
Well, I think everybody was entertained tonight, but if it was up to Crooked Oak, I think you'd have been teed up out of the game in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I try to do a good job of, you know, I talk to the refs, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm very respectful. I don't disrespect officials. I know they have a hard job to do. But I think that once their coach got that technical, it kind of, I don't want to say changed the game somewhat, but it kind of made things a little tighter, you know, and that's what you want to do if you're a coach. You know, if you get a tech, you want to see some change in the basketball game. So I just say that to say I just do my job at the best of my ability. Everybody has a job to do. If I'm a fan, your job is to be a fan, which is short for fanatic. So you're supposed to be trying to get the coach out of his game. And I try to be resilient in my job and make sure that I'm focused on what's really important.
Passionate is the word I like to use. And Crooked Oak's coach, who I think is a great coach, and he's certainly passionate too, their fan base too. And I've seen you get very passionate and in the moment on the sideline, but I've never seen you walk out to mid-court like that, and that's where they got the T for Crooked Oak, and that was the right move. Mm-hmm. Now for the tough questions. Second half wasn't exactly the way you drew it up. I know that 3 points in the third quarter. I can't remember the last time Douglas was held to that low of a point total in a quarter. What was your reaction to that?
Just number one, we missed a lot of free throws. You know, my guys are 80%, 85% free throw shooters. So it was just kind of surprising to see us miss some of those free throws. I think that Crooked Oak was really scrappy when we got in the paint. So when we would get to the certain spots, they were very, very, very scrappy, kind of poking the ball loose, being physical, which is good. I say it again. In order for us to be who we want to be, there are going to be games like this that we have to figure out ways to win. And as a coach, of course, you want it to be a lot smoother than that. You want it to look a lot better than that. But at the end of the day, this is a part of the process. I'm good with where we're at. Another tough challenge tomorrow. It doesn't stop. And we're excited about every challenge. But, yeah, to go back to answer your question, the third quarter was probably the roughest quarter we've had all year. We played against some really good teams, played against some other – that was probably the roughest quarter as far as being stagnant, not really getting what we wanted. I thought Crooked Oak made some adjustments, and we made some adjustments. Our adjustments didn't work as well as I wanted in the beginning. But it's all a learning process. I'll watch film, we'll watch film, and we'll come back better tomorrow.
Silver lining to this thing is just the toughness your team showed in the fourth. Mm-hmm. There's a couple guys on your team that never quit and had that dog mentality. Mm-hmm. Let's just take it one possession at a time. Tyler Williams was just an assassin on the boards tonight. Mm-hmm. Super tough. I was impressed with Nathan Ashmore coming off the bench, and they were trying to shake him out of his shoes, and it wasn't working. Mm-hmm. And so I was really impressed with him. But yeah, it wasn't the best shooting night, but when you get punched in the mouth, it's how you respond, and your guys never back down.
Agreed. I talked to my team in the huddle about making winning plays and figuring out ways to win. And when things aren't going your way and you're faced with adversity, figuring out a way to prevail. And I feel like, we just found a way to win. No way I can say it was pretty at any moment, but I do feel like these kids have the heart of champions. They've been in a lot of tough situations before, which has prepared us for this. And kids like Tyler and Nate and, Jay Will, those kids make winning play after winning play. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what it's about, figuring out ways to win, especially around this time of year.
Okay, last question. I'm going to put you on the spot, Coach, because I had a special guest tonight on my broadcast. I think the secret's out. Jaden Nickens is going to be eligible to play for the Douglas Trojans. He's been going to school at Douglas. He's back from California. He's done it the right way, and I think that's important to say. And we had him on the live stream. I did an interview. He broke the news. He is so excited about the rest of the season and getting back to playing with his brothers. What's your response as a head coach? You got to be excited about J. Nick coming back.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. And like you said, he did it the right way. At the end of the day, Jay Nick has been a part of this family for a long time. Jay Nickens was a Trojan before I was a Trojan. His father coached here. He's got numerous amounts of guys that he looks up to that were here before I got here. So the fact of him being a Douglas Trojan, he said it in that locker room, it's all about the front of the jersey with him. And he's excited about being with his brothers, excited about being back. And his focus has been laser. And I'm very excited about putting him in a Douglas uniform more than anything. I'm excited that he's able to graduate with the guys that he really wants to graduate with. I mean, basketball is great, and that's what everybody's going to see, of course. But at the end of the day, he'll tell you that he's here back to graduate with his brothers. That's his main thing.
Now, you may not realize it, but you're in tune to the pregame show for the lead-up game against Star Spencer. What do you think of Star Spencer? I know Coach Cudjoe's over there, and you guys have a relationship. I mean, the players have a relationship. That's Eastside Love over there. And so what's your thoughts on the game?
Just excited. I know it'll be a physical game. He always has those guys ready to go. No matter what their record is or what our record is, when it comes to Dungy Day, those guys are ready to go. It'll be a packed house. It'll be a great atmosphere. But they're going to be a well-coached, tough team. And we just got to make sure that we're ready to match that energy. I know that they'll be ready to play. And I know my guys will be ready to respond a little differently after today. So I'm just excited again about the challenge, another day to be able to do what I love to do, and my guys being able to do what they love to do. So I'll be ready.
And let's do it again. So, yeah, tip-off coming up next. Thank you for tuning in to the pregame show, hosted by Steven Alexander and Jay Swick. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Swick. Appreciate it.
All right, Steven Alexander. I mean, he has a lot of respect for this program and what Coach Cudjoe has built here. And, Star Spencer's got a couple championship banners up there. And, even going back to 2009 when Patrick Cudjoe was the head coach. And they need their respect, man. I mean, they've done some things that they're very, very proud of, and they're going to be rocking the Dungy jerseys here this afternoon too.
No doubt about it. They just won a state title in 2018. It's crazy how quick people forget about the program here at Star Spencer High School. The Cudjoes, they're great coaches, well known.
I mean,
all around the state.
Basketball royalty in the state of Oklahoma. They've got a tremendous reputation of knowing the game and being able to develop players into better basketball players and better young men. Here's my conversation with Jaden Williams, captain of the Douglas Trojans. And I might have a little special guest here immediately after Jaden Williams. So stay tuned. Here's my conversation with Jay Will, who's going to be playing in this game coming up here shortly. All right, I'm here with Jaden Williams, senior captain of this Douglas basketball team. And he may not realize it now, but we're in the pregame show leading up to the Dungy Classic. And I want to get your opinion on the matchup against Star Spencer, but we've got to get your reaction to last night's game against Crooked Oak. I mean, first of all, they were a gritty team, and I really respect just how hard they played, but, I feel like Douglas is a better team. I feel like you guys are better players than they are overall. What happened in the second half? Why was it such a close game?
Mentally, we just weren't tough together. You know, we just got to do better sticking by each other. And, you know, we're gonna turn it around, and we're gonna prove today what's gonna happen.
Free throws is something that have to be addressed. What's the answer there?
Get in the gym, make free throws, concentrate, and just believe in yourself when you get up there.
Now, was there any silver lining today? Obviously, the win. You know, you won the game. You played well enough to win, so there is a silver lining in that. But what were some of the takeaways that you had in last night's game against Crooked Oak?
You know, sometimes they say you take more lessons in a bad win than in a loss, and that's what we did. And we're just gonna focus on the little things, as in boxing out, keeping our man in front, and not allowing the refs to play key into the game.
It was chaos. I mean, that environment, the crowd participation, that was as loud of a venue as I've heard all season in the state of Oklahoma. And that is why we love the game we love, is you get that many passionate people about basketball and everyone's screaming their head off. It's Friday night. I mean, it's an awesome venue. Did you feed off the crowd and all? Because it seemed like you were always focused. You never batted an eye. It's just kind of like, you know, it's what you do. That's, you know, you're a baller, you're a hooper. That's what you do. But did you feel the crowd last night? What was that like for you?
Yes, sir. You know, I think we have the best fans in the state, and every time I have the ball in my hands, you know, them screaming my name and the support that I get, anything I'm doing, it boosts my morale. You know, I'm just happy to go out here and play in front of them and show what I got.
All right, our viewers, our fans, our listeners have really put in a lot of different requests. They really want Snoop Ransom to get a dunk today. And he's standing over there watching us discuss it. Well, let me ask you, because you're the senior captain of this team. Is that possible? Can we get Snoop Ransom a dunk today?
Snoop Ransom will be dunking every game from now on.
Woo! Woo! You heard it first. And let's bring in Snoop Ransom real quick, because he's over here eavesdropping on our conversation. We just gotta deal with it. Snoop, the people want a really aggressive slam dunk. Can you deliver?
I will deliver. I will deliver tomorrow. I will deliver every game from now on.
We're recording this, so now it's on record. You can't deny it.
Hold it to me every day. Every day from now on, hold it to me.
All right, what's the focus for you today against Star Spencer? Is it rebounding, blocking shots, scoring in the paint? What's your objective here?
Everything to help my team win from now on. Everything. Rebounding, whatever it takes. Whatever's not on the stat sheet, I'm doing it for my guys.
Deshaun Snoop Ransom, thank you very much. Good luck today. Good luck to you, Jaden. Against the Duny Classic. I mean, Star Spencer, this is a great rivalry game. Should be a great atmosphere. Are you guys excited about it?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Let's get this win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You're in tune to the pregame show, the Duny Classic, here on Saturday at PPBC TV. Thank you very much. There we go. That's a heck of an interviewer. What do you think about that, Dylan?
Really good work by you, my friend, and I love to hear the players talk. We are here to highlight them, so to hear them and get their inside thoughts of the game last night, the game today, to hear Snoop say we're going to get a dunk, that's only going to get us more hype on the mic when he delivers a dunk. Most of the team can dunk. Well, we see it in the warm-up line every single time.
Slam dunk is a play worldwide that when a slam dunk occurs, it's an injection of energy, and the crowd feeds off of it. And that's just the way it is. Plus, it's, you know, if you dunk efficiently, it's a high percentage shot. You get really close. You got to get really close to the cup.
And you got to be able to jump.
Right, and you got to be able to jump, and I don't have that ability, but Deshaun Snoop Ransom has that ability, and we've seen it time and time again. I wanted to step up the stakes and say get alley-oop dunk, but just a slam dunk. And I want to see more of that. And Snoop is a really good basketball player, obviously. And he's worked on his outside game. He's trying to work on some of the weaknesses that he's had that I really wouldn't call weaknesses. He's just trying to sharpen his game. But sometimes Deshaun just needs to grab the ball and say, get out of my way. I'm going to the cup, and I'm going to dunk on you. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just playing basketball. The opponents may not like it because it's embarrassing for them, but, hey, it is what it is. You get on the court to play and be competitive. Dunks are definitely going to happen.
And then you hear my conversation with Jaden Williams, the senior on this team. He's got over 1,000 career points. His standards for himself are so high, and he's his own biggest critic. So, from afar, we can try and decipher, okay, what makes this team a good team? They do this good, they do this well, they do this maybe not so good. Nobody is a bigger critic than themselves for the Douglas Trojans, and I think you can say the same thing about Star Spencer. These young athletes want to win.
Yeah.
Like they are addicted to winning.
That's why you suit up every day, every night, is to win. You don't play a game to lose. You want to come out here, win every single time, win at a high level. And we have seen the Douglas Trojans do it every single time we broadcast them. It's been a pleasure to be able to cover this team, and I look forward to doing the same thing the rest of the year.
I wanna put the headset on Kaniah Fletcher real quick, who had a really good game before we get this game started. Kaniah, you had a really good game today, and we're just impressed with your hustle. I mean, you're out there. You're not the biggest player out on the court, but my goodness, you play really hard.
Thank you.
What goes through your mind when you're playing the game of basketball?
So I know I'm not that big, so I just know I have to work harder in different places on the court. Just working hard, making the extra pass, hustling, playing good defense, being fast.
I thought your three-point shooting has improved this year.
Yes.
Do you feel the same way?
Yes, I do.
Is that something you worked on in the offseason?
Yes. I've been going to training, putting up a lot of shots, working on my form, getting it better.
Now, you're one of the more fearless players out there. There's not a lot of out there that scares you. Am I off base there?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I just love your hustle and your ability to get out there and give it your all on the court. Where'd you learn that? How was that developed?
Just working hard in practice, and you just gotta put in the extra work and be fearless. And I'm small, so can't be scared out there.
Well, you don't play small. You may be small, but you don't play that way.
Yes, sir.
Which one of your teammates impressed you the most?
Probably Jasiene and Promise. Jasiene had a lot of rebounds and working hard, getting on the ground, hustling. Promise had a lot of layups, running the court, running the floor, looking for the pass.
Yep. Yeah, I think she's done a tremendous job. Well, it's good to talk to you, Kaniah, and we love what you did today, and we love what you've done this season. You should be extremely proud for yourself. I know you have high standards that it's hard to live up to, but you need to be recognized for your efforts, especially today. Had a really good game, and then yesterday against Crooked Oak. So great job, and I'll look forward to talking with you in the future.
Thank you.
All right, that's Kaniah Fletcher. And Dylan, here you go. Put that on. We're going to get the starting lineup announced here momentarily. Thoughts on the game real quick, Dylan. What do you think? How's this matchup? What's the matchup like? What do you think?
Oh, it's going to be a fun atmosphere here, the Duny Classic. It's always heated to start the game. It's going to be very physical, very fast-paced. You got the Star Spencer Bobcat Band in the background. That just brings a little bit more energy, as always, per usual. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait to get this thing going. Douglas is fired up after a close win, so they want to flush it and move on to this game that's in front of them right now.
All right, starting lineup for the Douglas Trojans. You got Kim House Jr. We call him Matty. We've got Tyler Williams, number 12. Deshaun Snoop Ransom, number 4. Devon Scott Jones, number 11. And Jaden Williams, number 3. Now for the starting lineup for the Star Spencer Bobcats. I think we got some jersey mix-ups here.
They got new uniforms.
They're wearing the Dungey jersey, so the numbers aren't matching the names. If we call out who we think it is, chances are we're going to be really wrong. So my apologies. We don't have an updated Dungey Tiger, air quote, roster with the correct names on it. So we're going to call out their numbers and give them credit here. And I know Star Spencer has family members watching. We apologize, but we want to give them. Oh,
look at the alley-oop to start the game. The back door wide open.
You heard in the pregame
Snoop
interview.
Ransom
give
delivered.
me a dunk.
Oh, what a start by the Trojans of Douglas.
The debt is paid.
Just like
in
that.
Full.
Right from the jump.
Deshaun Snoop Ransom, yikes. Did you feel the energy we were talking about?
I felt it instantly.
I thought Coach Alexander was going to jump into the stands here on the sideline. 2-0 start for the Douglas Trojans. Here's Star Spencer, number 10. He goes left on Devon, slides, loses control, loses his dribble. Hits his teammate 22's rocking the KD, yellow KDs, and a diving steal. Snoop Ransom gives it to Tyler Williams. Here come the Trojans. Gets it to Jaden Williams for 3.
Hand down, man down. J. Will from the wing, the tray ball by him. You can't give him that kind of space. That's J. Will. He's an East Side Splash Bro. Here's Devon Scott with almost the steal.
Well, he does that. He baits the offense into making that pass, and then he'll jump in the passing lanes and make the steal. He does it all the time. Almost did it right there. Great atmosphere here at Star Spencer High School. They've been very gracious with us.
Great start for
Take
Douglas.
care of us very well. Loose ball out of bounds. It will be Star Spencer basketball. And again, they're wearing the Dungey Tiger uniforms to honor the great Roscoe Dungey. And we don't have the numbers with the correct names to the players, so I want to give these young men credit. I really do. But we're just going to have to recognize them by the numbers. See, there's Devon again. He did it again where he baits the offense into making that pass, and then he'll go. He's like a, I don't know, he's like an octopus or something.
Yeah, he's like a defensive
now they're gonna
secondary
trap.
safety.
They're going to trap. He has to get rid of it. 25 gets it. Great, makes that pass, gets the bucket. Star Spencer's on the board. Scores 5-2, 3-0 lead for Douglas. Williams to Williams. Jaden Williams to Monty House. Turnaround jumper by Devon Scott Jones. His mid-range is money every time.
Beautiful stop and pop from the elbow by Devon Scott Jones.
All right, going to fire it over to number 10. Star Spencer and Devon Scott Jones steals again.
We just talked about how he does that.
Jaden for 3, knocked it down. I could have told you that was coming a mile away.
Bang, bang. J. Will from the same exact spot, another 3 ball.
Here's Star Spencer to number 5. He's the lone scorer right now. What a dish. But Jaden with the
contest.
Devon Scott left side, drives. Floater off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound by Tyler Williams. Gives it to Jaden. Another 3, no good. Rebound, Star Spencer, number 25, did a great job boxing out. This young man here, bad pass.
Yeah, miscommunication by Star Spencer on that pass out of bounds. Scores 10-2. Douglas really feeling it in this first quarter of play.
Quick substitution for Coach Cut Joe.
Monty House going to bring it up the court.
4:36. Jaden, right side, back to House. Left side to Devon Scott Jones. Jaden Williams, corner 3, money Money, 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 money.
Jay Will letting it fly that time from the corner. Boy, he has started out on fire.
Star Spencer's getting through this. Is that a charge?
Charge.
Yes, it is. Snoop. Deshaun Snoop Ransom with the charge. Timeout. Lance Cutjo.
Really good, phenomenal basketball by Snoop to get his feet set. Textbook charge by him. His team is feeling it. They have come into enemy territory and silenced the home crowd.
Well,
Wow.
I'm just hoping people tuned in for our pregame show because it's a way to get to know these players on a personal level and then understand their basketball, abilities and what they're trying to do, and you learn a lot about them. But, I'm interviewing Jaden Williams and then Deshaun Snoop Ransom. I said, Jaden, can we get a dunk for Snoop?
Boy, did we get a dunk. Boy,
and
did
then
we
I bring
get a
Snoop
dunk.
on in the pregame show, and he said, I will get a dunk. I will get a dunk. I said, all right, I'm just asking. The people want what they want.
Yeah, they want to see it.
What was it, 5 seconds into the game, Jaden Williams throws the alley-oop dunk to Snoop Ransom.
The people love it. We love it. Here come the Douglas
Highlights.
Trojans.
All right, here's Jaden off a screen. Star Spencer right there trying to defend. Jaden kicks it. Is there a foul on the floor? They're going to call it on 22.
Yep, 22.
Non-shooting foul, so Douglas will keep possession, inbound it from the baseline. Throws it to Jaden. Deep three. Off the rim. Rebounded Star Spencer. Throwing some elbows. Now they're off to the races. 22 is going to back up, reset the offense, take direction from Coach Lance Cutjo. Fires it over to 15 in the corner. Snoop's all over him. He's going to back up. Fires it cross court to 5. Down low to 25. Back to 5. Scored a bucket earlier for Star Spencer. The only bucket of the game so far here in the first quarter for Star. And now they trap him. And Monty House is calling a timeout. Gets
Great
the steal.
Play by Monty House.
Avoids the jump ball call because the possession arrow was pointing to Star.
Yep, that's exactly
and so
right.
he knew that.
Heads up play.
As soon as he got the ball, boom, timeout. You had one to spare. Jaden Williams going to take a breather, and Kingston Hall is in the game. Talked to his parents before the game. They are so proud of that young man and what he's done on the court and off the court. He's a good person. There's Devon Scott Jones. Spin.
Good pass. Oh, my
bucket.
goodness.
Well, it's good to see Devon Scott Jones playing well here in the first half. He wasn't happy with his performance yesterday, and it's just his standards are really high for himself. Here's Monty. He's going to get through it and misses the shot. It's a fight for the rebound. Star Spencer comes up with it on the right side. This young man, 11, has some really good ball handling skills. They're moving it around, and wide open three. Can he knock it down? No, he cannot. Devon Scott Jones. Ooh.
Yeah, he got fouled by number 15 for Star Spencer.
I think he's going to be all right. He just kind of fell down awkwardly there. He okay?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's giving the sign to coach. He's fine.
Yep, he's got that Douglas Trojans DNA, toughness.
What shoes is he wearing?
He's got the Devin Bookers on.
Okay.
The Book Ones. First and only model for Devin Booker so far.
Kingston Hall inbounds it, gives it right to Monty House, who's just bullying his way, sliding, regains his footing, gets it to Williams. Tyler's got it, gives it to Kingston. Kingston's going to go through the legs, gives it the high post to Snoop, back to Devon Scott Jones for three. Yakim.
The other East Side Splash Bro, number 11, Devon Scott Jones from the left wing.
I almost started speaking in tongues on that one. I just had a spiritual.
You can feel it.
Moment there. All right, Star Spencer, three-point shot from the corner, knocked it down, number 20.
Number 20 answers the call. That's 2 threes by both teams. Devon Scott passes out.
Here's Tyler driving, kicks it to Devon. He's going to pull up again. No good. Snoop Ransom with the board. Ooh, and he puts up the shot.
Hard block by
Very
number 25
hard block.
for Star Spencer.
I know Snoop's got a smile on his face because he was kind of falling down. That wasn't necessarily a true block, but give that young man some credit for knocking it out of his hands. More substitutions for Lance Cutjo. He drives it or throws it into Devon Scott. High post, jump shot. Snoop with the bucket.
Yeah, the free throw line, fadeaway jumper by Snoop, just pure money.
Man, this young man, 11, really good player here for Star Spencer. He's driving, weaving in and out, and then he gets his shot blocked by Snoop Ransom. Devon kicks it. Monty House for three. Yakety yak, don't go back.
It's raining threes from Trojan land. That was Monty House that time. Multiple players getting real hot from beyond three.
Here's Star Spencer driving, it's getting kind of chippy there. Kind of chippy. We have a whistle and foul on Devon Scott Jones.
Devon just smiles. He knows what he did, but hey, it's part of playing physical basketball. The big fella's going to check in now, Christopher Harris Jr.
We like to call him Big Chris.
Only a sophomore, but boy, has he got a lot of size.
Yeah, he's borderline 6'10". He's about 6'9.5". He's 15 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 15 years old with the body of an NBA player. What a block by Kingston Hall. He wanted that breakaway.
Almost had that deflection.
Bucket. There's a
partial block by Big Chris.
I think Chris got it. And they're going to fire it to him. He's going to get the put back. So close. That was good defense by Star Spencer. I'm going to give them some credit there. Here's 11. Floater. Yuck.
Tough floater
Wow.
over Big Chris by 11 for Star Spencer.
Trevor Snell's in the game. I didn't even realize it. I really like his ability as a point guard. We talked to him in the pregame yesterday. There's Monty House. Devon Scott loses control, goes out of bounds. No foul. Off the hand of a Star Spencer player. I don't think Lance Cutjo really agreed with that call.
Yeah, one of those bang plays. Tough to see who it was out on exactly because there's no replay center in Oklahoma high school basketball. Don't got that technology to see who it was tipped out by. And listen to that Star Spencer Bobcats band in the background here for the home crowd, the home team. But Douglas has stolen all the momentum really early, up 23-7.
Yeah, this is this is just a timeout here. Okay. We get so invested in this game and so focused, sometimes I lose track of the clock, and I'm like, okay, where are we at in the game here?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you got to pay really close attention to what's happening on each possession, play by play, and we try to give you the best play-by-play color analyst commentary as humanly possible.
That's what we do. Been doing it together now 4 seasons.
Now, I don't have the comments in front of me. We're at a weird situation here at Star Spencer High School where I can't see the screen. I like to read off the comments here.
We got a lot of people that comment during our Douglas broadcast.
They've got Langston in like a VIP area over here, and we're kind of on the far left side, so it's hard for me. So I'm sure there are people commenting and different things, but he's going to give me that information here momentarily. So we appreciate, I'm not ignoring you, viewers. I absolutely love that you're tuned in to PPBC TV, and we've got some great sponsors here, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and then, of course, Super Prep. I saw Miles Perry's in Scottsdale, Arizona this weekend for the Phoenix Open in the PGA. Here's Star Spencer pulling up, no good, and a rebound, Tyler Williams. Tyler to Jaden on the right side. Jaden switch, attack. got fouled. I can hear the slap from here.
Very physical foul by number 5 of Star Spencer. Went for the block, but got a lot of contact on that block attempt, so Jay Will's at the stripe for 2 shots.
Yeah, you know, we did that interview with Jaden Nickens yesterday.
Sure did.
And during the girls' game. And Jaden Nickens obviously is one of the top talents, top athletes in the state of Oklahoma. He's East Side royalty. He's won state championship after state championship in basketball.
He's got 3 in a row, going for 4 now with Douglas.
And he's an incredible football player, committed to the University of Kansas to play football and basketball. There's Big Chris. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Whose ball is it?
I think it's going to stay with Douglas. Good job by Big Chris to fight for the loose change. Jay Will, it's going to be Snell to throw the ball in.
And so all I'm saying is that my interview with Jaden Nickens, who will be returning to this team very soon in uniform.
Said sooner than expected.
The interview has gone viral. I am now famous.
Jay Swick.
So, Dylan, if you would like my autograph, you can pay $25.
I'm going to have to pass on that one.
And I will give it to you.
Langston might pay you.
All right, here's Jaden Williams. Jump stop, jump shot. No good. Rebounded. Star Spencer. Down 24-7. Here's 11. I like this young man's game here.
Yeah, scrappy player for Star Spencer.
And they're going to call a foul on Trevor Snell. He got a little handsy there.
Yep, got the arm.
He was going for the ball.
Snell's going to get subbed out. In comes Monty House, number 24 for the Trojans.
Kingston Hall's in the game. Oh, what a block by Big Chris.
Goodness.
Chris Harris gives it to Hall, to Monty, puts up the shot, gets fouled, didn't get the ball to get in the hoop, so he'll go to the line for 2. But what a smack by Chris Harris.
Very aggressive block
Look at
by
this
Big
young
Chris.
Man.
And now
Big
he's got
Chris,
a big smile on his
43,
face.
15 years old.
Man, that felt good. Let me get some more of that. Marty House.
Look up a picture of Greg Oden, the great Greg Oden when he was 15. Him and Chris are a lot alike.
I could definitely see that.
That's a great play for him, and we want to get his confidence level up. You know, he's got every ability in the world, but he's such a humble human being, and he's nice. Sometimes you got to be mean.
Yeah, he's a nice kid.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
Coach Alexander's trying to get that out of him.
And when I say mean, I'm not saying in a
mean on the court.
Malicious, I'm not saying a malicious way. There's a 3-point shot. No good. Big Chris with the rebound. Tyler Williams to Devon Scott. Devon Scott just weaving in and out of traffic. Goes left, penetrates, fires it to Big Chris. Puts up the bucket. Big Chris Harris.
Big Chris with the big finish in the paint. They are trying to get him involved in the game, get him comfortable. Great assist by Devon Scott Jones to find him on the right block. Now we got a 20-point game. Douglas up big at Star Spencer.
20-point lead right now, 6:23 left in the second quarter. Starting to feel it. Looks like Nathan Ashmore might be checking in the game. And he's had a really good season. You look at Nathan Ashmore, the sophomore, at the beginning of the season in the fall to now, totally different player.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's gaining confidence as the season goes on. Coach Alexander loves what he brings to the table off the bench.
Well, and he really had a defensive focus yesterday. And they were in Crooked Oak, like we said, is a phenomenal team.
Oh, yeah, real scrappy, gritty team. They got a good chance to be in the state championship game in Class 3A.
Well, their guards, who are extremely talented, were trying to cross over Nathan Ashmore, number 23, all night. They were trying to put him on skates, and he wasn't moving.
Nope, great side-to-side defense.
It's like
Nate
his ankles got really strong. There he is right there trying to trap. And they push him baseline, almost stolen. Star Spencer Perimeter, we're going to see a three-point attempt by them off the glass. Rebounded Nathan Ashmore.
Good closeout D by
Gives it to
Kingston Hall.
Hall on the right side. Oh, tried to find Big Chris. Stolen by Star Spencer. Almost stolen back by Monty House. And
Monty's like, I don't know if that was out on me, but hey, whatever. It's all good.
I love the
He'll lock
personality
in.
of that young man. All right, here's Star Spencer. I think he's 22 there's rocking the yellow KD.
Yep, KD3 Christmas edition.
Oh, and that's almost stolen, and it's going to remain Star Spencer basketball. I thought Kingston Hall was going to get the steal on that.
Yeah, it was actually out of bounds off his leg. So Star Spencer is going to throw it in from their own baseline. Try to get some offense going, down by 20 now.
All right.
Who's going to step up for the Bobcats?
11. This is it. He's trying to skate past. And there's Big Chris with the loose ball recovery. Kingston Hall left side finds Nathan. Nathan's going to bully his way off the glass. No good. Fighting for the rebound. It's going to stay Douglas basketball off the hand of number 5. Then I think we're going to see Isaac Dorsey come in the game in place of Kingston Hall.
Yep, another young player on the Douglas bench, only a sophomore. That's Dorsey. He got some burn last night.
Yeah, he did, and he gave him some
Look
good
at Big
minutes.
Chris
Look at
down
Big
there.
Chris getting that bucket.
It's like, hey.
Look at him. See, that's all it took is just a little bit of a confidence boost, and it goes a long way. And there's Devon Scott, who's beaming with confidence, and he's going to get the right hand. He's got over 1,000 career points, ladies and gentlemen. That's just another day at the job for Devon Scott Jones.
Yep, so nasty at finishing at the rim. He makes it look easy when it's not.
Fires it to – he step out, he
traveled. That's that Douglas Trojan defense causing all types of problems for the Star Spencer Bobcats.
Yeah.
Coach Alexander getting after it per usual.
We're going to get it. Isaac, get out here to throw the ball in for us. Monty House taking some direction from Coach Alexander. I love being this close to the court.
You can see a lot more. I do love the bird's nest at Douglas.
Here's Chris. Offense. Oh, fight. There's Nathan Ashmore. Offensive board. Put back. Come on.
They had multiple chances, just couldn't get it to go in.
Well,
now here's Star Spencer at the other end.
Pretty stingy there. Here's a three-point attempt by 12. No good. What a rebound by 5. They're going to attempt a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded Devon Scott Jones. All right, back on offense. Devon penetrates. Got the shot off. Goes out of bounds. It's Douglas ball, right? Oh, they're going to say
maybe deflected out.
I didn't see that, and Coach Alexander's laughing like me.
Yep, Big Nate's going to get subbed out for number 34, Deshaun Thomas, a senior center for the Douglas Trojans. He's getting some burn here at Star Spencer High School.
All right. There's Devon being a sneaky defensive player. Little bit of a gambler defensively, but that's all right.
Gamble pays off a lot.
Isaac Dorsey with the rebound. He's trying to take it himself. Dribbles behind his back through the legs. Crosses him over.
That was nice.
Isaac Dorsey. What? Young man.
Got fouled on the drive. Showing off his handle.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got some game. I mean, the Douglas team is so deep. They got a lot of guys that'll get on the court and
this is a situation where you get up 31-7, and it creates that cushion where you're able to get some of these players out on the court,
right,
and hone their craft a little bit.
Dorsey makes the first free throw. See if he can get the second one to go down.
All right, 20's coming in for 10 for the Star Spencer Bobcats. And Coach Cudjoe is talking with the officials. You can see he's a little bit disgruntled. Coming up at halftime, we're going to talk with Douglas Trojan. There's Nathan. He's got fouled. He's going to the free throw line. We're going to talk with Jasiene Brown at halftime. who has just been kind of a key component to this Douglas Trojan basketball.
You know who
team.
Big Nate reminds me of? He brings that.
Big Nate?
Nate on the court right now at the free throw line. He kind of reminds me of Nick Collison, the energy that he just brings. He's always fighting down low for offensive boards, plays great defense, fundamentally sound.
Well, he's a glue guy.
Yep, love his game.
His teammates just there. He knocks down the free throw. What is Nate wearing?
KD and Pearls.
I asked you that yesterday. Okay, all right. But yeah, Nate, and he's going to give you all-out effort all the time. I love his energy level. He's got great parents. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Douglas.
Yep.
Basketball.
20 for Star Spencer. Couldn't handle the basketball, so here come the Trojans once again.
You know, he wants to be a part of this community. He wants to play for Coach Alexander, and he's certainly benefited from that. Monty House fires it to Deshaun Thomas. It's it knocked out of his hands, stolen by Star Spencer, almost stolen by Nathan Ashmore. Ball right side. Ooh, I thought he took a long step. And Monty got kind of greedy. Now they're going to look at Nathan go. Nathan Ashmore's trying to guard 5.
Great defense by Nathan.
3-point attempt, desperation, 3-5, reached up and got the rebound, puts it up, and it's loose ball, Nathan Ashmore. 1-on-3. He's going to take it.
Oh,
and
they
a charge.
Yep. But Nathan wanted it. Look at him smiling.
Well,
he's like, man.
He's smiling. He takes that on the chin. He's all right.
Wanted to see what he could do, but, hey, props to the Star Spencer defender getting his feet set for that charge.
Oh, Coach Todd Bates over here is like, come on, man. Oh, goodness. I don't know.
Speaking of coaches for Douglas, I noticed that they have a new assistant coach on staff,
Here's
Lenny
Monty
Burt.
with the steal in the dish to Devon Scott Jones.
Bang, bang. Devon Scott, sniper from the left wing. He's like, I can do this. I do this in my sleep.
Here we go. 12-5, drives baseline, pivots, needs help. Teammates there, 3-point shot, no good. Nathan Ashmore ripping the rebound away, gives it to Monty House, who's taking direction from Coach Alexander. House is going to drive, spin, using his hand to create some space, needs help. Dorsey gets it, drives baseline, puts up the floater, no good. Hard slam, loose ball. Monty House comes up with it, fires it to Devon Scott. Jones again off the rim, loose ball. Whose ball is it?
Going to call a foul on Nathan Ashmore. Maybe a push in the back, trying to fight for that rebound. But, boy, I'll tell you what, Douglas has been feeling it. You can tell they took that close game to heart last night. It's showing in this first half of play. They're up by 29 points.
Well, and how many different Trojans have been out on the floor?
Almost the whole squad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going deep in the bench today.
Xavion Bates is in the game. He's almost going to make the steal there. Lucky they didn't call a foul on him. I think he hit his opponent in the face. But Dorsey gets the rebound. Dorsey looks comfortable out here.
He does. Got a nice handle.
Look at that. Crosses him up. Thomas gave him a nice screen. Here's Bates. Bates on the left side. Fires it to Monty House in the corner. 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Down low to Ashmore. Loses control. They're going to call a foul on Star Spencer. I think that's it.
Ashmore got fouled really hard. Clear foul. So now he's going to the line once again.
All right, we're going to make some serious substitutions here for the Douglas Trojans. And we just got to get the green light from the referee. So there's a little confusion here out on the court. So Nathan's got to shoot the first free throw here.
Yep, number 10, Tay Scott's going to come into the game for Douglas.
Knocks it down. 37-7, 30-point lead for Douglas.
Number 32, Christopher Runnels. And number 0, we don't got him on our roster for Douglas.
That's number 10.
Number 0 is at the clock. Number 10, Tay Scott.
Oh, you know what? I don't have number 0. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Ty Scott, I know his daddy. Great young man. Ty Scott has some jewelry, too. He's been a part of this state championship team last year. Oh, tried to one-handed rebound it, and Deshaun Thomas didn't see that defender behind him. Here's Xavier Bates playing good defense. Corner 3 for Star Spencer. Knocked that down, number 22.
Good-looking shot by number 22 from the corner.
Bates needs help. Travel.
Yep, going to be a travel on number 32, Runnels.
Ashmore's finally taking a breather. That young man has left his heart out on the floor.
Yeah, he gives it his all.
Here's Xavier just cutting through it. Oh, and a whistle. Who's going to get the foul? There were several Trojans down there. 3-2.
Yep.
Christopher Runnels.
He's a senior on this Douglas Trojans basketball team. It's going to be number 25 for Star Spencer at the free throw line, rocking the brand new Jordan 5s that just dropped.
I know. Good rebound by Deshaun Thomas there. And here's Bates. Puts up a shot at the buzzer.
And he gets it to go. Oh, my goodness.
And his teammates tackle him.
Xavier Bates off the bench and makes a buzzer beater before the half to make it 40-12. Douglas up big time.
Wow. Okay. Reaction. First half.
It's clear that whatever Coach Steve Alexander said to his team after that close win against Crooked Oak, the team took it serious. They're like, okay, we can't play like that again. So they came out less than 24 hours to Star Spencer, have been playing phenomenal basketball in this first half. It's been nothing but pure dominance by the Trojans.
Now, I do feel confident in Star Spencer. They're not going to let up at all. It's going to be tough for them to win this game, obviously, but they're still going to come out and give it their best here in the second half. And as you've seen, they're a talented team. They're just, it's kind of a tough matchup, right?
It's a very tough. They're playing a juggernaut.
Right. You're playing the back-to-back 4A state champions who are, has one of those teams that come around every generation, right? So it's just kind of a bad timing, but I think you still got to give the Star Spencer program a lot of credit. And, again, I think Lance Cudjoe is one of the better coaches in the state of Oklahoma, and his reputation precedes itself. He's respected by not only this community but basketball fans and other coaches around the state. And so I have a lot of love for Lance Cudjoe, and then, of course, Patrick Cudjoe over there at John Marshall. They're a well-respected basketball family here in the state of Oklahoma. So this is halftime here at the Dungy Classic, and I'm going to bring in a senior for this Douglas girls team, number 20, Jasiene Brown. And I've asked her teammates about her. We've heard Nakia Burge talk about her today, and Jordyn Anderson comments. So now we're going directly to the source. Let me interview Jasiene Brown. Jasiene, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing well, and you've got a smile on your face. And that was my first question for Jordyn. That was my first question for Nakia Burge. You're out there. Yeah. You look mad when you play.
I'm locked in.
I believe it. And you're like, you look irritated. You're so focused.
Yeah.
And you want to win so bad,
yes.
But you do a great job. You're aggressive. There's a lot of things I like about your basketball game, but the mindset that you have just as a competitor is impressive. Talk about that. Is that something is that just been you, or is that something that developed over time?
No, it's been me since day one. So that's just me. I like to be aggressive, be dominant. That's just my definition of me. But outside of me, I got good personality. So
Yeah, well, you do now. The game's over and the
Yeah.
game is won. Now
Yeah.
it's like you relax.
yeah,
At what point, how do you prepare for a basketball game?
I be excited. I just wanna have fun. So, but when the game is on, I'm focused. Like I'm locked in.
Yeah.
So I just know if I'm locked in, my whole team is locked in. So.
Well, and you were locked in last night.
Yeah.
Like you're really aggressive. You're strong.
Yeah.
And you're assertive. And you and your teammates, and this is another topic that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Nicest people in the world off the court.
Yes.
And on offense, I think you're really nice.
Thank you.
There's some really good things you do on offense.
Yeah.
But on defense, y'all are mean.
Yes,
you're
we are.
greedy. You're very
Yes.
greedy.
Yes.
And it's like gimme,
Yes.
take.
Yes.
We're not giving nothing.
Yeah, I believe we're the best defender team. So.
Yeah, I think so. Talk about your journey from freshman year to senior year. You've had an interesting journey.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Fun fact: I used to come here. I used to come to Star. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Are you familiar with their players?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I used to come to Star. It wasn't a really fit for me, so I went to West, and then I already knew people from West, so that was my journey from there. And then going on from freshman to, sophomore, junior, and senior year, I just feel like I needed more. I need another championship, so.
You said another one? You already have a championship?
Yeah, from PC West.
Oh, wow. Well, see, how I didn't know that, I don't know.
Yeah.
But now that I know that, that's very cool.
Yes.
And that, I think if you're able to accomplish that,
yes,
that's something that you got to be extremely proud of.
Right,
to win it from different schools. And, hey, man, that's just the way athletics is now. I mean, in college, in the pro, on down, you see it all the time. And that's just, we've become numb. It's become part of the culture. It's normal. So that's very, very cool.
Yes.
Talk about this year specifically playing for Letitia Woods. How much better of a basketball player have you become?
She pushes me hard, and not just me, it's all of us. So I feel like she don't think she's – well, I feel like she's the best coach that I had. She pushes me every which way. She goes hard at me, but it's just all love.
Look in the camera there. We want to give you some TV time. And, and we've had Coach Woods watching the live stream now, so she may be listening in here on the game. But, it's been a wonderful experience for you playing for Coach Woods.
Yes, I love her. I feel like she wants me to do better and achieve my goals. So, and I'm thankful for her. So, yeah.
We're here at halftime of the boys' game. 40-12, Douglas Trojans on top currently, the Star Spencer Bobcats. But we're trying to give as much publicity and recognition to you Douglas Trojans with just the season that you've had. Currently ranked number 2 in 4A. Is that something that you're okay with? Or
no,
are you
I'm
offended?
not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. I feel like we should be number 1.
Lincoln Christian is currently ranked number 1 in the state in Class 4A. Do you know much about them?
I feel like we're their better team, like offensively and defensively. I feel like we work hard. Just we don't need to be number 2. We need to be number 1.
Well, you've got so many weapons.
Yes.
You yourself included, Jordyn Anderson, the guy at Burge, Justice Woods, who's one of, if not the best freshman in the state of Oklahoma.
I feel like she's the best. She's our best shooter.
If she's not, who is? Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the question.
Yeah.
Okay, if you think somebody else is better, who is it? Because we're all ears. We're all trying to figure it out.
No, it's just I feel like it's Justice. I feel like it's my teammate. I feel like she's our she's our star. Like I don't know how else to just explain that. She's our best freshman.
Well, we may have a best spectator, a best viewer. He's been this gentleman has been a fan of our broadcast for a very long time, and his name is Jordyn Brown. Are you familiar with this guy?
No.
You don't know?
No.
It's your dad.
Oh, my dad, Jordyn?
Jordyn?
Yeah. But they usually call him Jay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't know this guy?
No, we call him Jay. Yeah.
Literally, you wouldn't be here without this guy.
Yeah. He's my best supporter. He pushes me hard since day one. Also, he's just
massive Laker fan too.
Yes,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a good thing.
I mean, he goes to support you and scream for you, and he's so proud of you. But he'll rock the Laker gear all day,
every game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah. Jaslyn, you've just had a really good senior year, and you still got a lot of work to do, and we can always. You're always going to have time to look back on your accomplishments. But I wanted to get to know you, the person, because we're sitting here from afar, and you're so dialed in. I'm like, is she having fun? Like, is she mad at somebody? Did somebody call her a name? I don't know. But you're so focused on the task at hand.
Yes.
And then once you earn the victory and the game's over, it's like, relax.
Yes.
I can enjoy it a little bit.
Yes.
So, and I'll ask you a quick question, a couple quick questions before we get this second half started. How many technical fouls have you had in your career?
None.
None? Not one?
Not one.
Because I asked Jordyn Anderson that. She said, well, I may have had a couple, but she couldn't remember which ones.
I don't think I never had a tech.
Okay.
Like, ever.
All right. Who's the biggest trash talker on the team?
Nana.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
and is that a good thing?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right. And are you much of a trash talker? Do you ever do that?
No, I don't trash talk. I handle my business first before I trash talk.
I like that. I like that mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, Jasiene Brown, senior guard for the Douglas Trojans, who's having a fantastic year. They've got so many weapons, and we're excited to see what the rest of this season and then postseason looks like.
Yes.
I know y'all are dialed in, ready to go.
Yes. Yes.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, this will not be the last time we talk to you. I can promise you that. All right. Jasiene Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this second half underway. Get Dylan Tribble back in here. All right. And so
Go ahead.
on the floor for the Douglas Trojans, Tyler Williams and Kim Monty House Jr. You got Deshaun Snoop Ransom, Devon Scott Jones, and Jaden Williams, number 3, and trying to throw and hoop to Snoop.
They tried it again to start the second half with Snoop. Couldn't deliver that time.
Debt paid in full, that young man.
He almost traveled.
Here's Star Spencer. And they're going to try and fight through this zone coverage. I call it zone coverage. It's kind of a football term, but
it's definitely a zone, moving side to side. Great closeout by Jay Will.
Shots. And it's designed to, keep people in the lane. So if you want to attack the zone, you shoot the 3. You know what I mean? It forces you to be an outside shot, right?
Devon Scott, what you got, young man? Another money 3 ball.
Adding to his point total, we've got 2,000-point scorers on the floor for Douglas, and Jaden Williams and Devon Scott Jones. And
also known as the East Side Splash Bros.
Shot, Monty House at the rebound. And maximum effort by 15 there. Has to get it to Tyler Williams on the left side through the legs. Right there on the wing, he's going to back up a little bit. And what shoes is Tyler wearing? I like those.
The Anthony Edwards Adidas.
Oh, I like him. Jaden Williams, roll, baby, roll.
The other East Side Splash Bro with another 3. That's Jay Will, number 3, 4-3.
All right, 22 for Star Spencer at the top of the key. Gets the ball right back. Now goes right side to 11. Cross court, stolen. Monty House. And I thought he was going to – I saw what he's trying to do.
Yep.
Tyler Williams with the bucket in the and one.
Monty tried to throw it off the glass to Snoop, who was trailing, but it nicks the rim. Doesn't matter. Williams is there for the putback.
I was thinking that too. The only one that wasn't thinking was Snoop. I wish he kind of saw it the way we were looking at it, but I respect Marty House.
The thought was there.
Yeah, we were on the same page.
They wanted to show off, but now we got Tyler Williams
Great
at the
play by
stripe.
Tyler Williams, and he's got the free throw here. Missed it. We've got to do better at free throws. You can tell Coach is just irritated. Didn't have a good free throw shooting night last night against Crooked Oak. There's a three-point attempt. I mean, that was an open shot. He just couldn't knock it down.
Right.
Fired it to Tyler. Euro step. Look at that young man. Didn't make the shot, but, I mean, he looked good doing it. There's the great ball distribution by Starr. Can't get it to go. Snoop Ransom to Devon Scott. He may pull up.
He wants to.
He may pull up. Fires it to Monty. Monty penetrates back to Devon. Devon fakes a shot back up. Here's Jaden for three. No good. Offensive board. Put back is good. Snoop Ransom with the 2 points.
Snoop Ransom, man, he is so good at offensive rebounding. Shows off how high he can jump and shows off the finish.
Well, he's another nice young man that I want to see get a little bit more mean. And again, not in a malicious way. Here we go. Fires it to Jaden Williams.
4-on-1.
3-point shot is what he does.
That is exactly right.
He did it again.
Yep, that's his second three ball in the third quarter of basketball. They're running away with it.
Somebody from the Star Spencer's side scream, make the bad man stop.
Make him stop or get a hand in his face at least.
There we go. There's number 5 for the Bobcats. Got a bucket there.
According to the announcer, that was Cameron Brown.
Again.
Stop it, Jay Will. Just stop it. Oh, my goodness.
The man's feeling it.
He's feeling it. Everything feels like it's going in. The basket looks huge for Jay Will in the third quarter. Star Spencer with a deep three of their own. Can't hit. Snoop Ransom with the rebound. He gets it to Monty House. Monty House brings it up the court. Through the defender. Finishes with the left hand. Nice job by Monty. Star Spencer just trying to answer the call anyway, anyhow. Number 22 dribbles to his left behind the back. Passes it to the left wing to number 5. Tip ball by Devon Scott Jones.
I mean, is this kind of just like, hey, let's run this defense because this is something that we might need in our bag later on?
Well, they're just trying a lot of different things with a lot of different players. When you got a lead 58-14, there's a lot of things Coach Alexander has deep in his bag that he wants to try.
You can experiment in different things, and you may be less confident in a certain scheme that you might need to utilize depending on your opponent in the future. So there's different ways you can get better when you've got a comfortable lead like that.
Right.
You know.
Trevor Snell in the game along with Kingston Hall.
Yeah, look at Kingston Hall. He's got quite the wingspan. He's still growing.
Oh, he's still growing. You can tell. Growth plates are wide open.
Oh, there's Snell. He's going to steal that.
Got Devon Scott open.
Snell, Kingston Hall. Oh, I wanted that ball to fall so bad just for his confidence. I think he's a tremendous player, and he's made a ton of those shots before, and we just want to get him back to doing it again. There's Kingston with the rebound. He leads it up. You can see his vision. And I think Snoop was going to try and jump from the Stars.
Yeah, he wanted to dunk on that guy, but great defense by Star
collision.
Spencer.
Are they all right? That was harsh.
Yeah.
Okay, they're both up. This number 15 for Star.
I wish we had his name on our roster.
I mean, he's not looking at the scoreboard, but golly, they're fighting. They're fighting, and I respect that.
Doing it for the history of Dungee.
It's a one possession at a time game for Star Spencer, and I think that's the way Coach Cudjoe has just organized this team. But
Snoop Ransom comes out of the game. In comes Nathan Ashmore.
Nathan's on-ball defense has improved a lot this year. He's fearless.
Not afraid
it's
to
hard to
put
shake
pressure.
And you see 22 trying to get him on skates. It's tough. Crooked Oak tried it last night, couldn't do it. Oh, I thought Devon was going to get the steal. Now they're going to trap him, but the loose ball recovered by 11. There's Nathan at the on ball. They're going to try and double him. Look at 11 weaving in and out. Ball handling ability, A+ for that young man.
Yeah, I mean, he fought through 3 different trap attempts and somehow drives the lane and gets fouled. He's got the all-gray Kobe 8s on his feet. See if he can.
Those might be my favorite Kobe's.
The Kobe 8 model or the colorway?
The gray.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
On the Kobe 8s. I like those shoes. I talked with Landry Ballard Jr. after the game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was wearing the all black. I think they're the black cement Jordan 5s.
Yeah, the new ones that just dropped. Yep, Jordan 5 reimage. They just dropped yesterday.
I'm rocking the Jordan 5 Crafts today.
Yes, sir.
But Landry Ballard was rocking the all blacks, and I tried to get him to trade. He wouldn't trade me. Here's Mahdi on the right side. Trap needs help. Nathan gets it. Back to Mahdi. Trying to get the ball to Chris Harris. He's getting double teamed. They fired it. What a pass by 11 and puts up the shot. No good. Offensive board. Putback's no good, but they're going to call.
Foul on Trevor Snell.
Yeah.
Getting his hands in there.
Trevor Snell's older brother played collegiate basketball at the Division I level. He talked about what an inspiration his brother is to him. And I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, big brothers can definitely set the tone and encourage the little bros to try to get where they've already gone. Look at Big Chris taking the coaching well from Steven Alexander.
You speaking of coaching, I'm sitting here watching Steven. They're up 58-17, and he's still coaching like his life depends on it. 25 gets the bucket to the 18 mark. Minute 33 left in the third. Here's Trevor Snell. Goes left. Mahdi almost got it stolen. Finds Kingston Hall. Did get stolen. Star Spencer with the ball. 22 far left to 11. 3-point shot is good. Buckets by 11. What a shot that young man. He's got really good ball handling ability. So does Trevor Snell. Baseline. Needs
Tried
help.
To trap him,
Nathan
gets it to
Ashmore
Nate.
there gets the bucket for Big Nate, the sophomore for the Douglas Trojans. 53 seconds left in the third.
Who are you going to call when you need help? Nathan Ashmore.
Oh, and he knocks it. Almost stolen. This guy's effort level doesn't stop, and you're going to need him in the playoffs.
Most definitely. If somebody gets in
Another
foul trouble.
3 by 11, knocks it down again. Back-to-back threes for Star Spencer.
According to the announcer here, that was Christian Thomas with his back-to-back 3-ball for Star Spencer.
Here's Mahdi at the baseline. That was a Dirk Nowitzki jump shot where you put your knee up and then kind of fade
step
away.
back. The Dirk Nowitzki fade away.
Yeah. Here's 22. 8 seconds left. Here we go. Another 3-point attempt. He was Steph Curry range there.
Yeah, little off to the left, goes out of bounds. So Douglas gets it with 2 seconds left. Who's going to take the buzzer beater attempt this time? Mahdi House.
Oh, I was going to say
it was close.
The trajectory was good.
It was close.
It was in line. It just wasn't far enough.
Yep.
So the score at the end of the third quarter here at the Dungy Classic between Douglas and Star Spencer, 60-24. It's been all Trojans here this Saturday afternoon, but there's some about Star Spencer that I like, and it's just their grit. You know, they're not
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Worked on to get. We could have scored more better.
Well, I'm just thinking about you as a basketball player and how you played last year. You were a part of this team, and year one for Coach Woods, and you've continued to improve and put in the work. Up to this point of the season, and you've become so much better, and I feel like you get more comfortable out there. How do you feel? Is that true? Is that a good assessment?
Yeah, I've gotten better. Last year, I really wasn't I didn't know what I was really doing.
Yeah. Well, you knew what you were doing today, and played really well, and you're a great two-way player on the offensive end of the court and the defensive end of the court. So I just felt like you looked comfortable, in control. You made quite a few plays today. So, what would you grade yourself on performance today?
I would grade myself an 8 out of 10 because there was some things that I could have done better.
And what's some things about your game that you feel like you can work on?
Work on my defense more and looking to score.
Well, I think that you're just a sophomore, correct?
Yes.
And there's still time to develop and time to sharpen your skills, and you're continuing to do that and put in the work. So I just, watch. Oh, my goodness, Big Chris. Oh, my goodness. Two-handed dunk. That's what we've been trying to get him to do more and more often. Taz, did you get that on camera? You're the man. What do you think of this boys team, Dariana?
They're actually a pretty good team. I feel like they have potential in winning state again, back to back to back.
Back to back to back. There's a great three by Star Spencer. 11. That's his third or fourth three-pointer today, but I think you're right. And I love the three-peat term that we like to use. And I hope we can use it again when we describe this boys team. And you got to go out and earn it, though, and you know that, Dariana. You know that, and I like the promise that your team has. You have, in my opinion, the best basketball team in Class 4A. If some way, shape, and form you're ranked number 2, are you offended by that?
Yes. I feel like we should have number 1. We've been working hard to get it.
Well, you've got the depth. I mean, so many different talents on the team, but collectively when you play together, you're such a good team. And who do you enjoy playing with the most on this Douglas Trojet basketball team?
I enjoy most playing with Bree.
Really, Brianna?
Yes.
Yeah, Brianna is one of the best athletes in the state of Oklahoma. Track, state champion, an absolute dog on the basketball court, and she's tenacious offensively and defensively. There's a lot to like about Brianna Jones, and I know she loves this program. But I'm just, impressed with you, especially today, Dariana, and just your progression as a basketball player. Keep getting better, keep working. You've got the right mindset. It's just back to the lab day in, day out, and it's about the work you put in behind the scenes when no one's watching, and you're doing that. And I think you need to be commended for it. So good job.
Thank you.
Dariana Gates, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for talking with us. We appreciate you. And we'll be talking with you again very soon. All right, we'll bring in Dylan Tribble back in the game as the lead analyst here. Dylan, got a stoppage of play. Did he step out of bounds here, or is that a foul? No, it's a foul on 11.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's going to stay with the Trojans.
What were your thoughts on big Chris Harris with that dunk?
Well, it just put so much energy in the whole Douglas crowd, the Douglas bench. Everybody was very fired up from that dunk by Big Chris.
There's Ashmore. Loose ball, foul on number 5 for Star Spencer. But, yeah, I mean, Chris just starting to come together.
I love how much he wants it. You could just feel his passion after he dunked that. Well, he wants to be great.
Another example of being his biggest critic. He's putting his hand up.
I mean, it's a mismatch. You got to feed him right there.
He wants
it.
He said, "Give that man the ball." But Trevor Snell said, "Let me knock that down." Oh, what a putback! Putback for Chris Harris. He's got another big, and then gets it knocked out of his hands. So Star Spencer fighting tooth and nail here. Spins, gets it stolen by Dorsey. He's going to give it to Snell. And then to get the bucket and one. He paid for it physically. Fell hard to the floor and got up comfortable. Kind of wiggled his wrist there.
Yep, great concentration by Snell to finish that right-handed layup through the foul, stayed with it, and now he's got a chance for an and one play.
Now, Trevor Snell's shoes, which one?
It's the Nike GT Cut 3s.
Those are pretty slick.
Yeah, a lot of different colorways of those, too. They're real nice.
Now, that's the trend here in high school basketball. You could be orange and black like Douglas, and then, of course, Star Spencer rocking the Dungy Tigers uniforms, the yellow and blue. But the trend is contrasting colors for the shoes.
Crazy colors on your feet.
Another 3. I think he got a hand on it. I think Dorsey blocked it a little bit. Here we go. 5 minutes, 10 seconds, 64-29. Trevor Snell calling for a screen. And
drives.
He's going to put it up and get another 3-point play.
That time he flexed on the defender. He said, "Hey, man, Coach Alexander, he's got us in the weight room. Let me show this off." And like you said,
I'm going to have to ask him about that wrist. He's moving it back and forth. I don't know if it's giving him a little bit of trouble here.
He's going to stay in the game, though. Try to finish another and one opportunity. 3-point play.
Puts it up off the rim.
Rebounded by Douglas.
Deshaun Thomas. There's Big Chris. Loose ball. Who's coming out with this? Snell. Needs help. Nathan Ashmore right back to Trevor. Calls for a screen. Great ball handling ability. Got Dorsey with the ball. He's got some ball out.
Dribbles it off his own foot.
And, I thought Nathan was going to steal it there. Another 3-point attempt. It'll go out of bounds, be Douglas basketball. 4:21 left in the fourth. All right, so they're going to inbound it. Trevor's calling out the play. Goes right. Star Spencer. On-ball defender. Tried to get it to Big Cress. Miscommunication. Star Spencer on the right side. They're going to hit another 3. Oh, it was a 3 attempt. I thought it was going to go in. Will this one go in? In and out. Big Chris with the rebound.
These are good minutes for Big Chris.
Well, I think.
And Trevor Snell.
I thought he was going to get another 3-point play. Nathan Ashmore for 3. Knock that down. Knock that down.
Threes, please. Nathan Ashmore from the wing fires up the bench and lets Star Spencer know about it.
This is kind of a 3-point clinic here this afternoon.
It is, and Nate is fired up. He
Xavion's
always plays
come
with
in the
passion.
Xavion's coming in for Nathan Ashmore, is getting a resounding clap from the crowd.
And his team. You can tell how much his teammates love him. Star Spencer still battling.
Here we go. 22. 22's been on the floor the entire game.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't
Great
come
conditioning.
off. Great pass. Bucket to number 10. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I wish I had the correct names connected to their jersey numbers, but the Duny Tiger jerseys are kind of different for everybody. They don't match the names that we have. So with my apologies, I really desperately want to give these young men credit, especially 22. Does he ever get tired? I don't know. Here's Dorsey with the floater, no good. Stars got the ball back, 2:40 left in the game. Fires it to 10. Now great ball movement back to 10. He just hit a three. Can he do it again? Nope. Xavion Bates with the rebound.
Outlet.
Fires it to Dorsey, and it's blocked. Oh, they got
from
him foul.
behind by
Chris had the
25.
rebound. He was about to take the rim off. Big Chris was about to punch it, and Coach Bates is over here saying, boy, punch that. I don't care if the whistle blew or not.
Just go up.
Just go up.
Throw it down, big fella.
He heard the whistle right before he pulled up.
He wanted it, though.
Oh.
That would have been fun. Nonetheless, we got number 15, Isaac Dorsey, at the stripe for the Douglas Trojans. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left in the game. Big Chris is going to go
Chris
to the
Harris,
bench and
proud of him. He's had a good
rest.
game today. All right, and another player that I'm impressed with is Isaac Dorsey. He's at the free throw line right now. Laser focused. Frustrated, obviously, because he missed that. And then Coach Alexander. Free throws is something this Douglas team got to get better at.
Coach Alexander's not happy about
They do a lot of things really, really well, right? But free throws will get you beat, man.
They will.
I mean, as we get into this postseason, he knocks that down, so there you go. But, I mean, you get into this postseason, especially in the state tournament where the deficits are smaller. I mean, the best that's where the best teams play. And free throws will either win or lose you a game.
We have seen it before.
Well, I think about the state championship game last year against Weatherford.
Yeah.
When the great Corey Holman, who isn't known to be a great free throw shooter, hit those two clutch free throws at the end of the very game when all of the pressure is on his shoulders, and he knocked him down.
Yep, his number was called, and he delivered.
And Douglas won their second straight state championship. Stolen! Oh, they're going to call a reach-in on Dorsey. That was close. That was 50-50. 50-50 ball. All right. Got Ty Scott coming into the game, as well as Chris Runnels in for Trevor Snell and Isaac Dorsey, who, again, these young men are their harshest critic, and they want to perform at a high level, and they're disappointed when they don't. But these guys have played well today. They played really well. Here's Ty Scott now firing it. 3-point attempt. I thought he was going to get it. Going to call a foul. I might be on Bates.
I think it's going to be a foul on number 0. So Star Spencer will keep the basketball. Here's number 11, who's hit quite a few threes in the fourth quarter for Star Spencer. I've seen him again on the wing.
Top of the key right side to number 5. Got it down low. Deshaun Thomas is making it tough. Here's a 3-point attempt. No good. Loose ball. Star Spencer comes up with it through the legs. Ooh, Chris Runnels almost got that steal.
Yep, it's going to be a foul. And number 11, he's kind of been the highlight of this Star Spencer team today with his play offensively. Good shooter, tough player, gets downhill, draws fouls.
I don't know who this referee is in front of the scorer's table, but I like him.
Yeah, he's having fun with it.
The crowd's giving him a hard time. He's dishing it back. I love it. That's good stuff. That's fun. We need more officials, ladies and gentlemen. If you're out there listening to and watching PPBC TV, and you have aspirations, just do it.
If you want to get back into the sport.
Well, we got to have officials. We want to broadcast basketball games. We got to have people officiate it.
Right.
And I know we're very harsh.
And it's good money,
on the job, right? I get it, but we got to have it. These kids deserve it. So, top sponsors for our broadcast, SSM Health at St. Anthony. They are proud sponsors of Oklahoma City Public School broadcast. They have a great team of healthcare providers that heal these young athletes when they sustain injuries and get them back to 100% so they can get back out on the field, back out on the court, back out on the track, just depending. I mean, we appreciate SSM Health, not for just being a sponsor to our broadcast, but for doing what they do and healing people, whether you're an athlete or not. But they do a great job. So shout out to SSM Health at St. Anthony's, Oklahoma City Community College. We love you to death. And then, of course, Super Prep. Miles Perry does a great job running the premier sports outlet that puts a spotlight on the very best athletes in the state of Oklahoma when it comes to high school, college, professionals, and they do it statewide. So follow them on social media at Super Prep OK. And you can listen to Miles Perry on OKC Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1. There's Bates. Kojo said, that's Star Spencer basketball. Thank you very much. But they're going to say, nope, it was Douglas. So Ty's going to inbound it, have to get through that press, and that press is working. Loose ball, who's got it?
I don't know who's got a lot of loose change on the floor. Think it's going to go to Douglas, it looks like. Yep, it's going to go to the Trojans.
20 left in this game. Fires it back. Ooh. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. Goes out of bounds. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, you don't know when he doesn't know when he's going to get in the game, and then it's like, okay, now it's your time. Now you play. It's like, let him get warm up. Let him get some shots up here.
Yeah, a little cold off the bench, but that's all right.
Cut my man some slack here.
Minute left in this game.
Oh, Xavion almost with the steal. Knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to be Star Spencer basketball.
Yep, it's going to stay with the Bobcats. Credit to them for fighting in this game.
Puts up the shot. Ooh, and one. And one, okay. So 25 will go to the free throw line. Yeah, I think 22 for Star Spencer there. I don't think the guy has taken a breath all game. I think he's played the entire game and never came off the floor.
Nice finish.
Yeah, that's a good bucket.
The dish by 11 to number 5 with the up and under lay.
Ooh, what a crossover by Xavion. He just lost control. It goes out of bounds, but that was reminiscent of AI. Dare I say it.
The answer, Allen Iverson himself.
Offensive board. Foul. Effort level's great. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a rivalry game between Star Spencer and Douglas. It's a friendly rivalry. Those do exist.
Great sportsmanship today by both teams.
A lot of these, players have played together at the playground basketball court. They're meeting up at different gyms across the state and playing, and some have gone to school together when they were younger or in middle school, and just moved to districts. But a lot of familiarity between these two. And, I think that the Dungy Classic, when you think about Roscoe Dungy and just what he's done. Oh, I thought Savion was going to knock that down.
2-on-1.
Going to get the bucket. 19 seconds left. 15 seconds left. Let's get a bucket here. Let's get one more bucket for these guys. Xavion. Deshaun fires it. Chris Runnels. Ooh. Coach Davis almost got hit in the back there. That's the end of the game. 70-40. The Douglas Trojans are victorious again. This time over the Star Spencer Bobcats, but I think it's important to give this Star Spencer team as much credit as we possibly can. They played their hearts out and left it out all on the floor. No matter what the score is, there was never, ever any quit from this Star Spencer basketball team. So appreciate everybody tuning in, and again, a great Dungy Classic to honor the great contributions to the world that Roscoe Dungy had with the Dungy High School, former Dungy High School, and it's now the Star Spencer High School area. So great community here and a great way to look back on his achievements and just a lot of different things. Our Super Prep player of the game, Dylan.
I'm going to go with the other Eastside Splash brother this time, Devon Scott Jones. He came out and set the tone for the Trojans today at Star Spencer, and they never looked back. So it's going to be, last night it was Splash Bro number 1, Jay Will. Tonight it's Splash Bro number 2, Devon Scott Jones.
2,000-point scores.
The staples of this Douglas team.
Yeah, absolutely. Want to thank our sponsors again. Once again, SSM Health at St. Anthony. Couldn't be here without you guys. Oklahoma City Community College, Super Prep, Love's Student of the Month. Our people over at GQ Fashions, Fine Menswear, we appreciate everything you do for the community and supporting local high school athletics here in the Oklahoma City area. And then, of course, my employer, OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. I'm thankful for them for a lot of different things.
Yes, sir.
But it'll be back to the job on Monday. I host the Morning Rush, 8 a.m. until 11 a.m., Monday through Friday on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Looking forward to Super Bowl tomorrow. Who you got in the big game?
I am not going to bet against Patrick Mahomes, boy. I'm not a Chiefs fan by any means, but I definitely would not bet against them. So I got the Chiefs winning it tomorrow for a three-peat.
All right, very good.
You got the Eagles, right?
I've got the Eagles.
That's what I thought.
By a field goal, by 3 points.
I mean, I could see that. Honestly, I want the Eagles to win this game.
I think the whole entire country does.
Yeah.
It's called winner's fatigue, and everyone's tired of getting beat by Kansas City, but it's hard to pick against them. I get it.
I'm sick of the Swifties, Swick.
That's right. All of the viewers on PPBC TV, we appreciate your support, and we'll look forward to another broadcast coming up next week. We'll keep you updated on when that will be and how you can take in our broadcast and our coverage of Oklahoma City Public School basketball and all of the above. We thank you for tuning in on this Saturday afternoon. Have a great rest of the weekend. We'll see you soon here on PPBC TV. Want to thank our cameraman, Taz, our producer, Langston, that does a tremendous job. We couldn't be doing what we do without those guys. Thank you very much. And tune in to OKC Sports Radio on a 5.3 FM HD1. I'll have some post-game interviews with Coach Alexander and some of the players, and we'll get them on the air on Monday, 105.3 FM between 8 and 11 a.m.